Right now, I have a squirrel always come to my house.
What is? That's right. DJ Long here in the house. What's up, everybody? All right, our guest is on the way. Hopefully, some other peeps are on their way as well. Today's gonna be a little different. Probably gonna have Nikachu probably talk a lot about Modern. This is a field that I don't know a lot about, but I've been curious how Lord of the Rings has affected Modern. And we could talk about how it's affecting the game as a whole. Now, usually I kind of focus on the financial side of things just because, well, it's a very interesting stuff. So good times. But yeah, he's on his way. Oh, I'm getting beeped at. Oh, okay. Looks like he got the old link. How professional. Here we go, bud. That should work.
That should work. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Super Fast is happy to see you all. James, Cryptic, K-Tort, Cosmic, Time Capsule. Welcome.
Yeah,
welcome.
so I need to wake up a little bit, but I have a lot of scrolling. There we go. Hello, sir. Nikachu.
Hello
How you
there.
doing, bud?
Hello.
Welcome, Tortoise.
Hey, thank you. I love watching your reviews on AI cards.
Oh, thank you very much. You're welcome. I mean, yeah, that AI thing. That's it's like the beginning. It's the early stages of basically Wizards of the Coast starting to like incorporate those mechanics itself. Mark Rosewater said in like his Tumblr is something to the fact of like at some point they're gonna start taking inspiration from those things. Sometimes it's hilarious, but sometimes, hey, that's a pretty neat mechanic that could actually work in the real world.
Yeah, no, it's very interesting stuff. I try to tune in when I can, but AR cards are pretty fun. And I like how you just kind of like, you come on, good morning, everyone, and you said, we're talking about this, and then boom, 20,000 people. I'm kidding. I'm almost exaggerating, but they just throw cards at you. I don't know how you catch them all, bro.
They just throw
bombarded
at
by
me
cards.
I snip at them from the chat. I'm glad that they give me
Yeah.
an endless stream of random cards. I just have to make sure there's a topic that people will. It's something they can give me a steady stream of cards for.
Yeah, no, hey, milk it.
I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best.
Oh yeah, dude. No, I appreciate the hustle's real and it's awesome. You really go into depth about stuff, and thank you for my late birthday gift for coming on today.
You're welcome, man. Happy belated birthday.
Yeah. I was trying to drag you on the live, but you're like, I'll see you next week. I was like, okay.
and here I am.
Yeah, and here you are. So normally I say hi to some people in chat. We have a ton here. Either a couple people who are just really chatty, which is awesome.
We're not live yet. All right, so here's the private ones. Or are we live? Are we live?
We are live, yeah.
Oh, we got the Cryptic Commander here. Oh, the Cryptic Commander.
I think he goes over and visits you sometime. So we got Mrs. Hillbilly. Hello. Solar God, what's up? Cosmic Seeds. Good to see you, bud. Cryptic Commander, yes, sir. I sent you the link, I thought. I don't. Okay, whatever. Cryptic's been going off. Right. Okay, more Cosmic and Cryptic. Okay. Time Capsule, what's up, bro? How you doing? Your birthday's coming up, and so is Big Box Dave's, I think. Super Fast, who's that guy? Okay. James Willis, good to see you, bud. Dark Raven, and who? If there's anyone I've missed, I'm sorry. Dual Brain. What's up, man? You are taking care of Thalia. Okay. All right, buddy. Well, cool. So Lord of the Rings popped out, Nikachu. I know you kind of were paying attention to it too a little bit, doing your thing. What was the first thing that hit you, as far as any of your gameplay? Like, what card like stood out for you?
Oh, it was actually the One Ring. It was above and beyond the One Ring. That was a card that people thought was, some people said, wow, this card looks like it's pretty good. But there just really wasn't a whole lot of buzz around it because most of the buzz was around Orcish Bowmasters, because that card was above and beyond, looked like it was going to be a game changer for Legacy, for Modern, for Commander. So all the buzz on Orcish Bowmasters sort of took a lot of spotlight away from the One Ring. But there were people who were like, hey, look at this thing. This card could be broken. I mean, look what it does. Your opponents can't touch you for a turn, and you draw cards. And, you know, like, what if, you know, it looks like it could go in a control shell, and in the end, it's, like, actually just being slotted into as many decks as humanly as possible. And I think the part of the One Ring that I did not really foresee coming when you're reading the card, because, I mean, do we have the One Ring up here?
Yeah, I'm working on it right now.
He's working on it.
Yeah.
So it's a 4-mana artifact. Now, that means any deck can technically... Well, I wouldn't say any deck, but, like, in theory, anyone can play this card. It's a legendary artifact, so you have more than one on the battlefield. It's indestructible, so good luck touching it. When the One Ring enters the battlefield, if you cast it, you gain protection from everything until your next turn. This makes it a virtual time walk. Or, not time walk.
Wow.
Time... What's the 5-mana? Time Warp. There we go. So it's like a Time Warp anyone can play. Anybody. If they want to. So if they're in store for a 5-mana Time Warp for blue, then they'd be in store for like a 4-mana Time Warp. Because effectively, you can almost ignore any deck after that. Now, at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life for each burden counter on the One Ring, and you get burden counters by tapping it, put a burden counter on it, and draw a card for each burden counter on the One Ring. So you can immediately tap it to draw a card. You ignore your opponent for the next turn. They take their turn. They play stuff. It doesn't matter. Then on your turn, you can tap it to draw 2 more cards. If you can untap it, then you can start drawing like way more. And you don't take any damage. By the way, if you can cheat it, so untap it, you don't take any more damage. Because you take the damage on your next upkeep. It's not on activation. So you can abuse it that way. The most but the thing that I mean, like, if it's 1 copy in your deck, this actually looks relatively fair, because eventually the One Ring in theory should just kill you if you get too greedy with it. But you can draw a lot of cards off of it before you even start taking any serious damage. The interaction I did not really see coming until you start playing with this card is they can just play another The One Ring. Like, it's not really The One Ring in a 60-card format. You can have 4 of them. So if you cast another one, you effectively reset the One Ring and start drawing cards all over again. And then, of course, if you can sacrifice it and bring it back from the graveyard with, like, Emery. So there's a lot of decks trying to make, like just trying to abuse this card. And they're being successful. It's seeing play in Tron. It's seeing play in the Breach decks. It's seeing... Where is it? Elsewhere it's seeing play. Like, everyone's trying to jam this damn thing. And so it's a game changer. Yeah, it's instant staple in Modern. Instant staple in Legacy as well. Any deck playing Karn the Great Creator now has access to 3 the One Ring in the main deck, and then like 1 the One Ring in your sideboard that you can find with Karn the Great Creator if necessary. So it's a really good card, and it's gonna be a problem. So like, and you can't destroy it. I would think the deck that would beat it would be the counterspell decks, but now the counterspell decks have trouble with Orcish Bowmasters. So I don't know what their future is.
Why'd you bring this one up, Tortoise?
Because I want to bring up that the One Ring reminds me of this card, but more broken. And this card's pretty powerful in Commander. So the One Ring's probably just as good in Commander, but in Modern, that's interesting because I wouldn't see this card played in Modern.
Well, yeah, this card would be too expensive for Modern. But you're right, it's very similar, except 2 mana cheaper. Yeah. Any deck can play it, and you get the cards immediately. You don't have to wait to the upkeep in order to draw the cards.
Oh, wow.
Right, this is how I can connect the 2 cards.
And it's not unusual to draw like 6 cards off of the One Ring before you basically replace it or sacrifice it or something. So yeah, basically like Dark said, let's do the Time Warp again. Let's do the Time Warp again. Yes.
Okay. And you know, I've read the card a gazillion times. I have not really seen it. But to me, you know, it's it's really weird to have like a $40 set card in a pre-con, like $40 or $50. If you pull this outside of it, it's almost like between 30 and 60, depending on what version you get.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, if you they did something fancy with the extended version of the One Ring, I guess you can only get it in collector packs or something. It's really weird. Like, I'm really surprised that it's that much. There's so many different versions of it, but it is tough to pull. But Legacy wants it. Modern wants it. I have not seen the implications, but I'll have to get used to using it once I finally make my Wraith deck. Because, I haven't used it yet, so I really don't know. But that is crazy interaction that you basically get like Teferi's protection when it comes in, right?
Yeah, and and you nailed it. It's like seeing play in Modern, Legacy, and it's Commander staple now, effectively. Like, I think it looks insane. You have a lot of life anyway too, so like, no problem. Play with that thing with Voltaic Key and Manifold Key, and you're just drawing billions of cards. So even I don't know if it's going to be seeing play at a competitive level, but definitely at a casual level, the card is just so incredibly strong. But that being said, with all three prominent formats wanting this card, it's going to push the price up really hard, really fast. And I know online, like, there's barely any copies available. The rental services are having so much trouble keeping enough of them in stock to help help with the supply for people.
So now one of your sponsors, you rent cards for MTGO. Is that what it is?
Yep.
Okay. So they have a hard time keeping this in stock when it's digital?
Everyone's like, there's not enough of the One Rings to go around for everyone.
Oh, wow.
It's really hard. So, like, when people get 4 copies of the One Ring, it might be preventing someone else from getting 4 copies, at least for a while. Like, normally when you rent cards with these rental services, you just get them immediately. The card, you want these 4 cards, you get them. But otherwise, like, when inventory gets choked, especially since this is not like a heavily pulled card online. I mean, I don't know how the card pool works on Magic the Gathering Online, where like I don't know if anyone's opening boosters or anything like that, but anyway, the supply level is really low. So these rental services are just gobbling up as many copies as they can, but they're still just not really. The demand is too high. The demand is too high. Supply is too low. And so like you basically have to like sort of wait to get like 4 copies from like Mana Traders, for example.
Wow, yeah. Fish, excuse me. This is MTG Hillbilly. Happy birthday to you, girl. It was great having you on last night. We had super fun. It was dope. Hello, ayo, Fish Games. What's up, man? Time Capsule, hello again. Hello, Dark. And Robert Stable, welcome. So it's still shocking to me because, usually a card in a pre-con is like, okay, whatever. It's even if it's good, it doesn't jump up in value like this. So it's pretty crazy that you could buy a pre-con, a fat pack, get one, sort of cheap if you go by the medium price. That you automatically get one, and people are still clamoring for it in the real card life. It's crazy.
Do they still exist? Like, I'm just curious. Like, I would imagine like the price of these products should get pushed up if you're guaranteed the One Ring. I'm not familiar with the secondary product stuff though. So.
Oh yeah. So in fat packs, usually it is a set card, and even if it's popular, it's just you automatically get one in a fat pack. So every card I've seen from a fat pack,
bundles? No.
Never. Or bundles, excuse me.
Sorry. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate knowing.
Yeah.
I haven't bought these things in like 13 years, so I don't know.
Right. And I honestly, I always overpay for the dice in a box. I mean, I never expect any luck from that. But the fact that you already get like a $40 card with it is pretty alluring. And same with the gift bundle for your chance at the collector's pack. But if you go to normal stores like Target and Walmart, they're actually fairly reasonable. That gift bundle with a one collector pack, because people were speccing that the One Ring was probably in that because they held off so they can keep sales going on the regular stuff. So people were specking on that, and then unfortunately you had a bunch of people canceling. So it really hurt the LGS that were pre-ordering those out. But they were getting into stupid prices, man. I mean, it was like $120 for a while. It creeped up to like $150, $150 or something like that. Dumb, man. I was like, I want the gift bundle, but not over $100. Yeah. So now I see a couple sites that are at 100. The regular is about 60 to 80 for just the regular one. Ah, man. Without the collector's pack. So up to you on that. I think the dice are a little bit different, but anywho, it's just I still have a tough time getting over it. Now I have not used the One Ring yet. I'll have to get used to using it. Have you messed around with it at all, Nikachu?
No. There are some merfolk people in the community who are trying to make the One Ring work, because there's like one merfolk called Mirror Regery where whenever you cast a merfolk, you can tap or untap target permanent. So you could, like, in theory, play the One Ring and then play Mirror Regery, play like another creature, and start like drawing a lot of extra cards. And I don't know how they do it, but there is like some sort of a weird because if you can keep untapping this thing, you might draw enough cards to keep replaying creatures. There's like a very loose combo involved that they're trying to make work. But I mean, in theory, it doesn't look like a card that merfolk should play, but I could still see them like jamming it just for fun. But like I don't know, maybe they can make something with Thassa's Oracle and the One Ring, and then somehow draw into your entire deck if you can somehow keep chaining merfolk and untapping lands and untapping the One Ring at once. Because if you can untap this thing a few times, you start drawing like a stupid amount of cards. Like you tap it, draw 2 cards, and if you can untap it somehow, then you draw 3 cards, and that's 5 cards in one turn. And if you can keep that going, then that turns into 4 or 5. I've heard people compare this thing to Necropotence, and I mean, maybe this is the new colorless Necropotence at this point. That doesn't cost you life up front; it costs you life later. But you draw so much more cards than you lose life, because you lose the life later, which is really weird for the way they designed this thing. It should just be like tap, draw card, lose life equal to the burden counters. But
interesting. And this one I know should see a lot of play. I guess we'll go the regular one. Here we go. It's popping up. Another card we kind of were talking about. And unfortunately, I'm sorry, it's like blocking your face. It's just like I can't move it. It really bugs me.
It's okay.
So I know, yeah, you're just like going to one side. Hello, it's not Pikachu, it's Nikachu. But hey, Nikachu. Anyways, Delighted Halfling. I see a lot of potential for this, and a lot of stuff that are pumping out legendary creatures, or if that's your play, this is an auto include. What about for you? I know you primarily run blue, or do you run Simic?
I'm primarily blue, but even when I run Simic, it's like hard to use this thing because they'll just usually kill it if it's even a problem. But this is seeing play in any decks with like Teferi Time Raveler, because that is a really, really good card to have in play by turn 2, uncounterable. It's like really reminiscent of the old what's it called? Turn 2 Liliana off of Deathrite Shaman days, and Teferi Time Raveler is such a relevant card in Magic the Gathering, stopping a lot of Cascade decks. So anyway, this turns all those cards into a nightmare. And not to mention, there's a lot of relevant legendary cards right now, like Omnath. In Modern, we have Wrenn and 6. What else do we have for... of course, you can cast the One Ring off of this card. It can be a legendary card. I'm pretty sure you can cast the One Ring. I don't think it's specifies that. 1 mana of any color, spend this mana, only cast it. Yeah, so you can cast the One Ring. But the point is, it's uncounterable. So now, we thought we had some counter spells to deal with cards. Now this stupid thing shows up. Now the counter spells don't even work. And it's definitely seeing playing in Yawgmoth, the Yawgmoth combo deck in Modern. So you can ramp out a Yawgmoth by turn 3-ish, making it uncounterable. But I think the biggest danger is the Planeswalkers that it puts in play uncounterable, because those are all legendary, and it's like a Wooburg card, because you can add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. It's like not just colorless, it's anything.
Yeah, that's crazy. I see potential in Commander for sure. This will probably be slotted. Knights are making a big resurgence, and every Knight card I've been finding in my stashes, I've just been setting aside because we have essentially what 2 precon Knight decks, Tortoise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what colors were they? One of them has to have green, right?
I think one's, I can't remember. I have to look it up.
Okay. But yeah, if you want to pump out legendaries, there's a lot of like legendary tribal stuff that is kind of being eyeballed right now. I haven't messed with it yet. I want to though, because this guy, it's cheap. You got 2 different versions of this, and yeah, I'll make all your legendaries, especially anything with like a blink effect or anything, and you can't counter it. Oh, man, it's just rude. I'll go and pull up the other picture here since I nabbed it. There you go.
Is this card considered cheap? Isn't it like $15 US?
Well, not financially, but in game. I mean, a 1-drop.
Oh, are you talking? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah. I know the foil on this one's I think is at least $20, and this should be one of the cards to take off. To be honest, from the main set. Now the next one is I'm really curious on the interactions you're dealing with.
Just before we go any further, this another thing that makes Delayed Halfling such a staple is for any green commander deck, it makes your commander uncounterable.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
I think this set really pushes up Joda the Unifier and Commander like crazy for the Legendary Matters things going on.
Yeah. I mean, I could definitely see that. He says lean, no Elvish Piper. Fair. But look at that butt. It's got 2 health, baby. Okay. So this is Mom Knights is Esper, and Lord of the Rings Knights is Boros. Okay.
Thank you, Pat.
Right. So for those 2 decks, it doesn't really come into play. So I guess so, but everyone was like, "Yay, we could break horsemanship." Everyone was looking for horses, and you got Bill the Pony, bro. What's up?
Build the pony.
That's right.
Yeah. Here's another one that I know is really affecting you, and honestly, it's a nuts card. I mean, I'm surprised they'll probably wait a little bit before they address it as far as the ban cycle goes. But here we go, Orcish Bowmasters. I know you've been seeing this on the card a lot, right?
I'm just like, I don't even know why this card exists. I really honestly don't know why this card has to exist. It's black 1 generic for 1/1 flash. Also, I find it hilarious that everyone that looked at it like said, this is not gonna be a big deal, like just play around it or whatever. When it enters the battlefield, and that's the most important part, you will get value out of this no matter what. This is not Hull Breacher. This is not Fairy Mastermind, where you have to sort of get someone in the act. No, you just play this thing and you will get value. So when it enters the battlefield, and when an opponent draws a card, except the first one that they draw in each of their draw steps, Orcish Bowmasters deals 1 damage to any target, and then you amass Orcs 1. So no matter what, you're getting this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and with the interaction with the One Ring, if they're busting out the 4 to 5 cards like you said earlier, you're what this comes in maybe when they play the One Ring, you're like, oh, okay, so you're gonna Teferi's Protection this turn. That's fine. I flash this in, and then right when you start getting your card draw, I get to amass 1 right there and ping them for 1, and then they draw their second card. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. He got this big old amass orcs over there.
I guess maybe this was supposed to be the counter to the One Ring, except I don't understand this 1 damage part, because like, especially I guess it doesn't really apply as much in Legacy, but in Modern, 1 toughness creatures are basically banned, like they're unplayable, and then they're very like I challenge anyone watching this, name me 6 1 toughness creatures in Modern that see relevant play. And you're going to name me probably 3. Like Ragavan, maybe Memnite, maybe Esper Sentinel, and then that's it.
Oh, that's funny.
That's fair, Benson. Tortachu. Okay, anyways. Yeah, because I can see you going off if you're, doing your thing, drawing all the dang cards. Not only are they pinging off all your one drops,
Hmm.
but you got this huge amass creature, orcs, that, if they're drawing 5 cards, you're like, sweet, I just put this in this turn, and now I got a 6/6 amass orc creature token, and yeah, go ahead, throw a 1/1 at me. Let's go.
Assuming
Cards,
you get to live after
cards
you.
like these make me think that Nekasar needs to become a top tier deck again in Commander.
Yeah.
Nekasar, the Mind Razor, the one who makes everybody draw additional cards and lose life equal to the cards they draw.
Mhm.
Well, essentially, I'm running Shieldred, and I'm looking, and Shieldred. Well, I almost want to say is not. I know I'm saying it wrong, but I kind of feel like it's Nekasar light. But instead, you only get 2 damage each card draw. I know Nekasar does a couple more rude things on top of that, but is he just 1 damage? Or
yeah, 1 damage, and he Howling Minds. But can you imagine Orcish Bowmaster with a wheel effect? Ouch.
Oh God,
That's what
yes.
people will use it for, you know?
Yeah. I can totally see that. So you'd have to run at least Gruul to make that happen? Or no, I'm sorry, Black.
Rakdos and
Rakdos would be good, yeah.
And Grixis.
There you go.
Grixis probably is your best bets. Hull Breacher got banned because of the wheel effects. There was no fair way to have it, but that was definitely very devastating. This is not as broken because Hull Breacher basically said you draw 7, everyone draws nothing. But this is still equally pretty bad because your opponents will draw like 21 cards and you can deal 21 damage to whatever you want. But I heard all sorts of other things like, Orcish Bowmasters is just creating bad incentives. Let's say you have nothing on the board. You're like, and someone else has a ton of stuff on the board. And I'm like, well, I don't care. I'm going to Wheel of Fortune and let the Orcish Bowmasters just blow everything up from this other guy's side of the board.
Right.
So it's going to create a lot of feel-bad moments in Commander. But
do you think that it might? I mean, obviously, WotC's not going to touch it for a month or 2 because they want to keep selling. That is like the biggest card besides the One Ring that you could pull right now is the Orcish Bowmasters.
Yeah.
Of course, your Nazguls, and mainly the One Ring is the big pulls. Everything else is like
Nazgul?
Yeah, Nazgul. Have you not seen that in Modern at all?
Yeah, no, this is completely unplayable in Modern. It's too expensive. It's 3 mana.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but if you can manage to pull it off,
maybe it's underrated. Who knows? Maybe someone hasn't made it work yet, but I understand. Yeah, the ring tempting you is like a pretty good effect.
Yeah, I'll pull up the card here in a moment. I gotta download it, but
I see it. Yeah, 3 mana, 1/2 Wraith Knight, Death Touch, enters the battlefield, ring tempts you. When the ring tempts you, put a counter on each Wraith you control, and a deck can have up to 9 cards named Nazgul in it.
Yeah.
You have to fast mana those out to be really good.
Or you have Ether Vial.
Ether Vial?
Multiples in play when, I don't know, you get the thing to 3 counters.
Yeah, if Nazguls get good, that means Corlash Era, the Black Blade, can be in that deck.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't. It's kind of funny though. It's like, was there any other card I should be looking at as far as we had some great 1-drops in this set too? Are you seeing any of those in GTO or just Bowmaster and One Ring and
Bowmaster, Delighted Halfling, and randomly, and this is a big innovation for the these new land cycling cards. Like cycle or basic land, was it basic land cycling? I don't know what they're called. They're going in Living End, like it's a creature and you pay a mana and then you go search your deck for a land and the creature goes to the graveyard, and there's a combo with Living End where you cascade into Living End and then all the creatures that you cycled into the graveyard now go onto the battlefield. So there was a few of these new creatures that you can cycle for lands, which is great. Yeah, so this is an old card, but what is their new? Yeah, maybe I have some deck lists up here. Just have to
Oh,
look for
okay.
living
Well,
end deck.
I just put this up for living in because like this was also in Time Spiral Remastered. So same art, just the hourglass is tilted. That's it. I surprisingly never pulled this card. So while the Time Spiral Remastered came out, I really didn't see this. So I
Good.
kept
It's a
on
pretty
thinking Living
crappy
Death.
card outside of Modern.
Yeah. So each player removes all creature cards in his or her graveyard from the game, then sacrifices all creatures he or she controls, and puts into play all cards that he or she removed this way. So this wipes out the board, but the stuff from your graveyard you put in, right?
That's
It's
right.
like Living Death.
Yeah. So like the new cards, Generous Ent. That's one of them. And the other one is Oliphaunte, Oliphaunte.
Oliphaunte.
So these are
Oliphaunte.
they're just two gigantic creatures for 6 mana that you would never cast normally, but they have a forest cycling and a mountain cycling ability for 1 mana, which is great. So you can play, I'm guessing they're playing less lands. Yeah, they are playing less lands. They're playing 15 lands because you don't need to randomly cycle into a card. You can just cycle. You just need 1 land in your hand, and like these cyclers will fix your mana by themselves while still putting creatures in the graveyard to combo with Living End.
Oh wow. Yeah. So you're seeing the cycle. What is it? The legendary lands in this one that you could cycle, or I'm trying to remember.
I don't know what the lands do. I know they previewed them, but they didn't see play anywhere, so I don't know. It's like they're just not strong enough, I guess, for the formats.
But I do find it funny that you pretty much are looking at 3 cards that actually affected Modern from a Modern set.
Well, one we knew Bowmasters. That would like another thing with Bowmasters is it can kill any 3 toughness creature. So any 3 toughness creature that attacks, you just play your Orcish Bowmasters, you snipe it for 1, you made your Orc, and then you double block, and then boom, it's dead.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, it's also really good on defense because you can like chump block multiple things. So yeah, Orcish Bowmasters, everyone knew that was going to be a card because even if your opponent's not drawing cards, like the card is just good. And the funny thing is, in Modern, not many people are drawing cards. Like, you play things like Expressive Iteration, where you, like, you look at the top 3 cards, you put 1 into your hand, 1 into exile, 1 on the bottom of your library. That's not technically drawing any cards. I guess maybe the baubles count as drawing extra cards, but really, there's not as much card draw as in, like, Legacy. Or I don't know. You know what? I'm wrong. Now the One Ring is everywhere. That's card draw. So Orcish Bowmaster's there to try to balance things out. But yeah, Bowmasters is a huge card, really big card in Modern and Legacy. Seen playing like everywhere.
You know, I'd be curious. Sorry, go. Oh, so I'd be curious because I was just looking at the legality of Howling Mine, and it was in 10th edition, so I believe that's Modern legal.
Yeah.
If that will see play now because of these cards.
That's card? Interesting. Yeah, that in combination with Bowmasters. So everyone's drawing cards, but every single time they draw cards, I snipe things down, and my orcs get bigger. It's possible someone could make a deck out of that.
I'm kind of a Timmy player, so I think of weird things.
No, it's
Legend Shredder with local looter scooter. Huh?
Looter Scooter is a Smuggler's Copter. It's the nickname to Smuggler's Copter.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
understand why combining it with Ledger Shredder. Oh, Ledger Shredder does, however, draw a card. So you play 2 spells in 1 turn and you loot. So that would also trigger Orcish Bowmasters. Although
holy cow,
Shredder has a big butt, so
yeah,
probably
no,
not going to care.
Let me read that.
What about Hadi Djinn?
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
is
okay.
that Mahadi Djinn?
Yeah.
Mohammadi? I don't know. Is that the
No. It's God, what was it? Was it Mom? No. What set was that out of? That was out of was it Dom United or was it Mom? Huh. Super fast. Can you pull up the card?
Pull what card?
because it's gonna take me forever to download it and then put it in the thing.
The name of the card.
Oh, Hadi Dejin.
Mahadi Zhin.
Not Mohadi. No.
That's not a real
Hati.
card, is it? That's got to be.
It is. Yeah.
What? Haughty. I don't believe this. You're right, actually. You know what? What is this, an unglued set? No, this is a real card. It's a regular card. It's a Haughty, I guess. Okay,
Yeah,
3
I don't
mana
think he's
for
that hot,
star,
but
4
he's
creature.
yeah, he's been seeing some play. Uber Goober. There you go. Hello, Andrew. How you doing, bud? Let's see. Urborg with Thrumming Stone, and any creature that ETBs and tempts you is really good. Okay. Right.
Yeah, I haven't encountered any like tempting the ring tempts you cards. It looks like a really strong mechanic, but I haven't encountered it yet. Maybe because the other the one ring itself is just stealing the thunder of all the other cards.
Oh, here we go. Thank you, Tortoise.
Yeah.
Oh, Mahad. Not this one. No. It was Hati with.
Vision.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Because generic freaking 5/6, yeah, breaks modern.
I'm like wondering why this is an important card.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
There we go. Oh yeah, I was right. Dominator United.
Yeah.
Power equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. Instant and sorcery cards cost 1 less to cast, but because it's 3-drop, you're probably not seeing it a lot. Is that what the deal is? But
I've
this
never
in modern
seen this
or?
card. No, this sees play. I don't know. Maybe it's a standard card.
Okay.
It's Dominator United still standard legal. I don't know.
It is. Yeah.
So it looks pretty good for standard, but it's definitely equal to instant sorcery cards in your graveyard. Instant sorcery cards cost 1. Yeah, I don't think this would see play. It's just it's funny to say 3 mana is so expensive, but like in modern, 3 mana has to do something insane, and this card just doesn't do it.
Yeah. Okay. Standard fringe, but not really anywhere else. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a mono blue deck in standard or something like that, so that's probably why it sees a little bit of play. It's good for standard. Maybe it's even good for Pioneer. Like, I don't think this is under Pioneer's power at all. I think if there was enough cards for a deck like this, you can make this card work in Pioneer. But modern, it's just you can like be dead by turn 3.
Yeah, I found another Timmy card.
Cataract.
Yeah, 1-drop. I know it'd be good in Commander, but I don't know if it's modern. It's a 1/1/1, so it burns easy. Whenever an opponent draws a card, if you control a red permanent, you may have Cataract Parasite deal 1 damage.
Huh.
It's a bit saucy. I don't know. That's my Timminess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Seems like a great Commander card.
Yeah, sorry. I know we're talking about modern, but my brain's somewhere else.
It's all good. It's all good.
Timmer. Yeah. So that's what I was trying to do. I'm sorry. I was trying to pull up the list because I wanted to ask about some of these 1-drop spells. Want to see if you're seeing it on MTGO. So bear with me here.
Oh, maybe the counter spell. There's one counter spell that is seeing some play, but I don't know if it's being successful. It's the it's the 1 blue counter a creature if it has power toughness 2 or something like that. That is the only one that I think is seeing some fringe play.
Okay, I'm just gonna go to the WotC site.
Go get the list. We need a list.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Come on.
I can't believe I've waited like 3 years for this set and it's finally out because they announced this a long time ago. Yeah,
well, I'm thinking 2 years, but has it really been 3? Holy crap!
You might know better than me. Like I can't. I don't feel the passage of time anymore.
Yeah, yeah, but I know secretly. I know that you are definitely a Merfolk player, but I know you really want to break this build a pony card.
Oh, I love ponies. But they didn't make it, the creature isn't the pony; it's a horse. That's so weird.
Yeah.
They
Well,
used to
you
have
know,
ponies in this game, but there was one pony, and then they errated it to horse. And I'm like, how dare you?
Yeah.
I know. Your hopes and dreams of a pony tribal deck is just not going to happen.
I'm gonna wait a really long time. And the other pony's red, so yeah, I'm gonna be waiting a long time for that pony deck.
So this is another one. I know for Commander it does things, but what about for Dawn of the New Age? It's here in the middle here.
Enters battlefield with a hope counter on it for each creature you control. So the problem with cards like that in Modern and Legacy is you don't usually have a whole lot of creatures in play that you control, especially in Modern where they just get sniped off like crazy. So
with the Orcish Bowmaster.
Yeah, stuff like that. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. So at the beginning of your end step, remove a hope counter from Dawn of the New Age. If you do draw a card, then if Dawn of the New Age has no hope counters on it, sacrifice and you gain 4 life. That's interesting. But you need, there's a card that's similar to it that is just better. It's called Staff of the something. It's like an artifact, white, 1 generic, comes into play with a counter, and you get a 1/1, and you can pay 1 mana, tap it to remove the counter and draw a card. But then every single time a token enters the battlefield, you get to put a counter on that artifact again. Staff of the Storyteller, that's what it was.
What about the flowering of the white tree?
If it's like a Lord like effect or Anthem like effect, it really needs to be attached to a creature or something, and this doesn't really just do enough. And I would have to also say Ward 1 sucks. Like, it basically does nothing. It's got to be like Ward 2 or better. Ward 1 is almost ignored. There's a card, what's it called? Maritime something Mariner. What is that? It's a white blue 2/2 creature. Name a creature type, and all your creatures of that creature type get like Ward 1, and like so many people have tried to make it like see play, but it's just unplayable.
Ironically, Flowering of the White Tree goes good with that 2/2 doggo from Kamigawa or Ravnica's block, the same era. And it's a legendary creature, so that 1 mana 2/2 can become a 1 mana 3/4 with this legendary enchantment.
Okay. Unsettled Mariner, that's the card I was thinking about.
And Staff of the Storyteller.
Yeah, Staff of the Storyteller is just like a better version of that enchantment. And it does see play in Legacy, but it doesn't require any creatures already on the board. And if anything, it gives you creatures.
Which is solid.
Okay. Yeah, it says Ran, Bowmaster's Path, etc. You don't keep critters in Modern.
Well, it's worse than that. Path was a Prismatic Ending, Fury, Solitude, Teferi Time Raveler, Supreme Verdict. There's a million cards to keep. Fatal Push. You can't keep anything down.
So you're not seeing this one?
Nope.
Now, what about people were specking hard on this Frodo? Do you see him a lot?
Nope, nothing.
What
does he do? He's a 1 mana 1/2. And for 2 mana, if Frodo Sauron's Bane is a citizen, it becomes a halfling with base power and toughness 2/3. And then for 3 mana, if Frodo is a scout. So the problem with cards like this is you have to sink just way too much mana into them. And in competitive formats, you just don't have time for that. So if you pay 1 mana, like, you hope that this card will just run itself from there. You don't, because then if you invest 2 more mana, they'll just be like, well, in response, kill it. And then you just wasted a turn. So cards like this are basically unplayable in competitive Magic. Or the effect has to be like insane. Or it could be fine if it was on an artifact, maybe, but it's on a creature, which is just too sensitive to dying.
Again with that 3-drop. So maybe it's a little tough to really get it out. But I would see Forge Anew maybe in Hammer Time. No.
When Forge Anew enters the battlefield, return target equipment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's possible. You know what really sucks for Hammer Time is they're getting screwed over by the Orcish Bowmasters. Let me see.
Yeah.
It is expensive though. Because really what they could do is instead of playing Forge Anew, they can just play like one of the tutors. There's a tutor for 1 mana. Just go get an equipment card from your deck and put it into your hand. So they would have to be capped out on all those effects to like want to go get to start playing Forge anew. And also, most of the time, the equipment's not in your graveyard; it's on the battlefield. It's just detached from a creature that you already had.
Interesting.
But the reason why I bring this up is that very bottom there, Nikachu. You may pay 0 rather than pay the equip cost of the first equip ability you activate during each of your turns.
Yeah,
so
that's
there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Bam! Free colossal twisted T hammer. Just bam,
Yeah, I'm
free.
trying to see if anyone has tried to, because it's a very similar effect to, was it Pure Steel Paladin? Which they already run, but Pure Steel Paladin is a creature, which we already discussed is sensitive, as a problem in the game. But Forge anew, and they hit the curve of 3 mana relatively easily. Forge anew might be slightly better than Pure Steel Paladin. I just don't know if they've play tested this. What am I looking?
Well, I mean, if you have the hammer out, in turn 3, you get to equip to whatever creature that managed to survive. Now it's like a huge, like, what was it, 10/10 or 20/20? I forget what Colossal does. Is it 10? Is it 20?
Oh, it's a,
I don't remember.
To a 10/10.
Yeah. Oh, 10/10. Okay, still turn 3.
Flying.
Yeah, turn 3. You got this massive Hulk just coming smacking you down. I mean, but you're not seeing it in decks, huh?
You know what the problem is? I'm not really seeing Hammer Time. Like I'm digging for a Hammer Time deck at the moment.
Oh wow!
And I don't see one. They might be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, because playing your hammer free on something, I think would be cool. I mean, I guess there's other effects that does that, but
yeah, they do play other stuff that do that, like Sigarda's Aid and Pure Steel Paladin. But maybe that enchantment could replace Pure Steel Paladin, is what I'm getting at. I mean, that's possible.
Okay. You know? I know Gandalf is a money card, but it's way too expensive for your modern.
Yeah, 5 mana is just the bar is really high, really high, and this guy doesn't actually really do anything. It's just like you can cast your legendary and artifact spells as though they had flash. Well, so I have to still spend more mana to do something.
Yeah. Let's see. I was looking for some of the 1-drops. I'm seeing. Oh, here's one. Return target spell to its owner's hand. Draw a card. Any effect there?
A lot of people were hyped for this card. It hasn't seen any play right now, but it does have a lot of potential, because like against Living End, someone could cascade into their Living End spell.
Hey, Richie.
And you just return that Living End card back to their hand, and you draw a card. You can also cast your own spells, and if they try to counter it, you can like reprieve your own spell back to your hand, draw a card. You can. It doesn't counter, which is sort of nice, because against Supreme Verdict, you just return that back to their hand, draw a card. It's actually decent versus the elemental pitch spells, because like they'll pitch a card away, you return that card back to their hand, so they're down a card and you drew a card anyway. So you sort of up in the exchange. So, but as far as I'm concerned, Spike is using Reprieve quite a lot. That is definitely a Spike card. If there's anyone that's going to make this a real card, it's going to be Spike, Aspiring Spike. So this one has some potential, or like a lot of people have eyeballs on this card. I have not seen many lists succeed with it yet, but I've no doubt that someone's going to. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of time.
How do you feel about the amount of legendary cards out there?
I don't care. Most legendary cards are not strong enough for modern. Yeah, that's all I have to say about it.
Yeah, I know. Initially, we're just like, okay, this is straight to modern set, and so far only 3 cards are being used.
Yeah, it's a funny thing. It's people were pretty paranoid this was going to be Modern Horizons 3. Now, that being said, like the 3 cards that are seeing play, they're insanely powerful. Like, we'll see how it looks. Like when I go through the deck list, I'm just seeing the 1 ring in this deck, the 1 ring in that deck, Bowmasters in this deck, Bowmasters in that deck. So I mean, those few cards are definitely seeing an insane amount of play. But yeah, I thought this set would see more cards would be picked up, but maybe we just need to wait more time.
Okay, well, I guess then since there's only really 3 cards that are affecting things, I guess we could spec a little bit. How about this slip on the one ring, or the I'm sorry, slip on the ring.
Oh,
Exile
slip on the
target
ring.
creature
Exile
also.
target yeah.
Go ahead. I'm
Return.
sorry.
Okay, yeah, white 1 generic instant. Exile target creature you own, then return to the battlefield under your control. The ring tempts you. So 2 mana for a blink is just way too much. So I'll tell you what the bar is. It's Ephemerate. That's the only card that has ever seen play in Modern that blinks stuff. So it needs to blink it for 1 mana, and it needs rebound. So you get 2 blinks for 1 mana. That's the bar that we have to hold blinking to. And this is it's just too much. I don't know what the ring tempting you will do, but it's probably just not enough.
Okay. Kind of scrolling through here. Took
A lot of draft cards.
Yeah, that we were the draft. Oh, okay. How about you? You cannot pass. Straight target creature that blocked or was blocked by a legend. Nah. Okay.
Yeah, too situational.
All right, here we go in blue. I'm just kind of looking to see what potential any of these have. Got Birthday Escape.
Draw a card, the ring tempts you. Who knows? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know the full power of the ring tempting you, because isn't it something like Initiative, where we're going into a dungeon where like you get these progressively more effects as you tempt yourself.
Can you pull up the Tortoise, if you can pull up the emblem?
Because the thing is,
I'm trying to learn it too.
The emblem and like these dungeons, they were really strong because you can't interact with them. There's no cards that say blow up your opponent's dungeon. And those have seen play. Like Initiative
Dungeons?
is a completely broken mechanic in Legacy. It's completely broken. It got White Plume Adventurer banned because it was so damn powerful. Yeah, so that's the thing. The ring tempting you is like a dungeon. But so far, no one's trying to use it. For all I know, Birthday Escape is broken.
That's interesting, Richie. It's energy all over again. Huh. If you could pull up the ring or the tempts you or whatever the emblem. I'm gonna go ahead and move on, but we'll check that out. So Nikachu and I will both kind of learn a little bit of what the ring does.
Well, yeah, I usually learn how cards work as like I play against them in tournaments.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I could read in the Initiative dungeon a million times or whatever, the Initiative map, but it means nothing to me until I actually play against it.
I'm like that in real life too. Like, I don't learn the fire's hot until I burn myself a few times.
That's that's how it works. That's how.
Yeah,
that's how
and
Magic works.
I always, it's like trial by fire for me. It's just like, okay, it's an awesome card. You should use it. Okay, and I use it. I don't get it.
Yeah,
but yeah, every time it tempts you. So like your ring bearer is legendary and can't be blocked by creatures with a greater power. So granted, the orcish bowmaster doesn't take it out, but I mean, if you can manage to tempt you and get the ring in for that nice nefarious protection, then basically if it's doesn't have summoning sickness, whatever that's the ring bearer, just come in and smack face. So there's that, and then whenever the ring bearer attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. Yeah, so there you go, more hard stuff. Very professional explanation there. Then whenever, and this just keeps cycling down. So every time it tempts you, you're going to the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one.
Oh, I believe it stacks.
Oh, they all stack?
Yeah, I think they stack. That's what makes it good. But yeah, I'm looking at, maybe this is not overwhelming. Whenever your ring bearer becomes blocked by a creature, but they just never have to block. So it's just this eternally looting. Whenever your ring bearer deals combat damage to a player, each opponent loses 3 life. That part can get out of control, but you need the ring to tempt you 4 times or just 3 times. Is that the first ability, your ring bearer is legendary and that's it? Oh, so the ring tempts you. I guess you have to choose a creature on the battlefield.
Right.
And then they are the ring bearer. Ah, yes.
Right.
So
and you can choose the same creature who already has the ring.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, and you can pick the same creature. Again, that's that was written in the rules. But I don't think you get all of them right, because how would they be able to block if the first things can't be blocked by creatures with greater power.
Yeah.
So you could chump block. That's not an issue. So yeah, whenever your ring bearer becomes blocked by a creature the same or lesser power, that creature's controller sacrifices it. So pretty much death touch on it, right? But you have to sack it. Yeah,
basically.
and then so okay, that makes sense. So I guess these could stack. So at first I was like, wait, it's not blockable on the initial run, right? Huh.
So, so the problem with this thing is it requires that you have a creature in play to make it useful. So whenever the ring tempts you, like, you have to have a creature in play. Like, these are all of these depend on a creature, which can just die to removal.
Right.
Or you just don't even have a creature in play to enable this card. So I see it's looks more like a limited card than a competitive card. Creatures are fragile in this game, very fragile. Just go
right.
They're gone.
He's saying Affleck. I'm like, dude, that's Twiddler's stream. He has ducks there, bud. Okay. So back over here. I was looking for, there was a white one, and I guess I missed it. Birthday Escape. I was just see. Yeah, if only that was minus on the health. But
yeah,
Deceiver. Yeah. But you can amass Orc for 1, so you can get your Orc started. Let's see. Gandalf, no.
No, Gandalf, not good enough.
What about Goldberry? Probably more commander related.
Let's see, 2 mana, 1/3, move a counter. Yeah, moving counter is not exciting.
Well, I mean, she thick. She got a big butt right there, 1/3.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So like a lot of these cards, they seem like they were well designed, but well designed mostly for commander. Like, it doesn't even seem necessary that this had to even be for modern. But they gave us a few tools. They did give us a few tools.
Okay, so there's a 2-drop for counter creature spell, and if you counter a legendary, the ring tabs you. Okay. Target creature, scry 1.
Nope.
Let's see. About Lost Isle Calling.
I'm like, where does that counter spell go? Oh, I guess it's all random in converted mana cost. Oh, it's all alphabetical order.
Press the enemy. No. We got Stern Scalding. There you go. Counter target creature spell with power or toughness 2 or less.
Yeah, this is actually seeing some play. So
okay.
And I imagine, depending on the metagame, it could see more or less play, because it does counter a lot of cards. It does counter a lot of creatures. It hits. But unfortunately, like, there's a lot of threats that you need to counter, like, turn 1. If you don't get them turn 1, then, well, so this card is fine on the play, but, like, somewhat really awkward on the draw. But, like, 1 mana counter, like, most important creatures is still pretty good. So this card is definitely modern playable, sees a little bit of play, but it will be really, really meta dependent whether it's good or not at any given time.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking for. Okay, so the Call of the One Ring, that should be played more. Yeah, no.
At the beginning of your upkeep, the ring tempts you. Whenever you choose a creature as your ring bearer, you pay 2 life. If you do, draw a card. Still, like, you need a creature in play to make this work. See, like, these are, like, really dependent on other things. It's a pretty interesting card though, but, like, 2 life to draw the card. Your life's I know life total is a resource, but you can lose a lot of that life really quickly.
Yeah.
Screw the life total. No one needs a life total.
Oh, Golem's Bite is almost good. If you could exile it at instant speed, that'd be great, but it's at sorcery speed.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, because target creatures -2/-2, so a little bit of spot removal.
Yeah, it's a little bit. And if it had if it had a decent ability attached to it, which it sort of does. But
I mean, this in combination with your orcs or orcish bowmasters could do. You ping them on their second draw and then pop this down, take care of a 3/3 threat immediately. but that costs too much. Okay. Let's see, Qore bag? No. See, with Goblin or Orc control this combat edge player, attack it. Drop
I'm not gonna
mana.
lie, I'm like reading these cards for the first time with you. I thought
Oh,
I
are
did
you?
I thought I did I did like a stream with these cards, but I guess like we just even in an hour we couldn't get through all that many of them. These days, like I don't even look at these sets anymore. I just wait to see what pops up against one of my opponents, and then I know that card is good now. The most absolute mind-blowing card that I was surprised by was Leyline Binding. When I saw that for the first time, I was like, "What the hell is this thing? Why does this exist?"
Okay. I'm sorry, the chat's going crazy. They want their daily dose of Carl. So here we go, guys. The meme must live on. Here you go, guys.
Carl! 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 Carl!
I guess Nikachu, it's a good thing I don't play Modern, because if I was playing you know, whatever, anytime you play your Merfolk thing and it happens to have Coral in it, you know I'm busting that. You know, I play Coral. Oh, you said Coral? Anyway.
Mhm.
Oh,
Did I say
man.
Carl? Is that like a thing?
Well, yeah. So what happened here on the stream? It just kind of came up, and someone actually, a gentleman named Carl, won a demonic tutor. It was, I think it was unlimited, or was it revised? But it's an older demonic tutor, so pretty dope. The guy never accepted, and then I got onto talking about Carl for some reason. And I was like, "Hey, congrats!" You know, and I said, "Oh, I said his name slightly wrong." I'm all, "Carl, oh no, Carl, oh boy!" And then the guy never came back. You know, we have a hard time retaining anyone named Carl on a channel for sure, because that's just the meme. So I think it's killing my potential sub count. But hey, we have a meme for the channel, and it happens to be Carl. And yeah, it took me months to try to track down this Carl guy that won. And I was like, why am I putting so much effort into finding someone that won a dope ass card? Yeah. So it just became a meme for the channel. Let's see. March from Blackgate. We have whatever.
Lasha Balrog might have some chance, but like in some type of deck, because it's just cheap enough, and maybe you want to sack a creature in order to kill a creature, but at the moment it doesn't see any play.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Yes. Okay. How about Mirkwood Bats?
When you create or sacrifice a token, each opponent loses 1 life. This is
Commander,
4
yeah.
mana.
I know it's more Commander, but
4 mana. This is unplayable.
okay.
Never.
Yeah. Well, a lot of
You
people were
get-
talking about it. I guess more towards Commander. Yo.
We need to get Nikachu a gavel. So every time he says it's unplayable, he can be like smacking the gavel.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
You're like, unplayable. Oh, no, that's the censor thing. No, he's just probably every time he sees a card, just like, this isn't modern playable, bro.
Bruh.
Yeah, bruh.
Yeah.
This is not playable anywhere outside of Commander.
Yeah. See, draw a card, you lose 1 life, amass. No. Okay, so these are the Nazguls.
Yeah.
And I know that the initial cost is kind of, well, no, but can you see this actually, someone busting this in Modern?
Yeah, I could. It's so 3 mana is like not terrible, and like it does a lot of stuff. So the ring tempts you. It has death touch, so conceivably this is like a really good blocker. And whenever the ring tempts you, you get a counter on each wraith you control. So effectively, just with one Nazgul coming into play is a 2/3 creature, and they stack incredibly well. And you can maybe even use some clones with it, and a deck can have up to 9 cards named Nazgul. So I could see this card seeing some play, maybe even in a Knight deck or something. Maybe Knights is what like pushes it over the top, some sort of Orzhov Knights deck. But yeah, I could see this being something because it just stacks so incredibly well.
There you go. Pro player Nikachu reacts to Modern cards live. Yes. Maybe. I mean, I do love me some Prosh, bro. I have fun with that deck. Oh yeah, there it is. When do you retreat to Carl Helm?
Oh,
Yes.
Carl Helm.
Yeah.
Carl.
Carl.
Yeah. Yes, Nikachu has integrated audio clips. He does. He has a lot of the Nintendo sounds that you'll be hearing on his channel.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Does
What
the
about
Orchestra
Sam's
Masters?
Desperate Rescue?
Okay, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Nah, that's unplayable.
Okay.
Like this stuff that like return graveyard to hand, like that implies that like it had to have like went to the graveyard already. You want to be pretty proactive in the competitive formats, unless it has like an additional, like it does have it. The ring tempts you, but like it's not good enough by itself, because for the ring to tempt you, you need to have a creature in play.
Right.
A lot of things that need to.
Yeah, no, it is funny
happen.
too. That's been the common thing is just like every set, every standard set, every master set, and even even modern sets that are come fresh new to modern. It's all Commander Masters. Just every set is Commander Masters.
There's a card, Cast into the Fire. So that's a card people are pretty excited about, because you get to exile target artifact, which is very relevant versus the One Ring. Or any indestructible creature, period. But also, it deals 1 damage to each of up to 2 target creatures. So you can ping 2 creatures with Cast into the Fire. Now, unfortunately, it probably should see more play maybe in Legacy, where there are more 1 toughness creatures. But there are 1 toughness creatures in Modern. It's just not that much. But like, yeah, so that is a potential, We're not going to say that card is absolute crap. It can do something.
Well, I like it. Like, I'm actually considering. Oh boy, I might have to get a few of these because, in Commander at least, you got some artifacts that can be really troublesome, and rather than having to deal with it, have it come back, boom, exile it. Oh, it's indestructible. Who cares? Goodbye.
Yeah.
So that could take care of a land. That could take care of a big old creature. So that is super good. I mean, someone bust out an Emrakul, you're like, ha ha ha, no. I mean, you could with counter, but I'm just saying it's a nice option for red. Holy crap.
Well, Emrakul, you can't target Emrakul.
I'm sorry, bad example, but some big old that draws you the cheating. Yeah. Oh, you're right. I'm just thinking because it's colorless.
Yeah,
my
bad.
Just
colorless.
50 lashes for me. I'm sorry. Let's see.
These creatures, they're all legendary too. Yeah, I'm assuming the bar is just.
This Dwarf Artificer though is not too bad. If only they would move that 2 over to its butt instead, it would be better. But
yeah, that would be more important. Instant resource. There's a lot of cards like that or similar.
Yeah. Let's see.
Fear Fire Foes. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Fear Fire Foes deals X damage to target creature and 1 damage to each other creature with the same controller. That's interesting.
Yeah, because that would get around not necessarily blinking, but
okay, I get it. So deal a lot of damage to one and then 1 damage to everyone else.
Yeah. So that's essentially a board wipe, right? I mean, because you're gonna have a lot of 1/1s and yeah. So that could have some potential there.
This is the closest they're going to get to a red Maelstrom Pulse.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
They have Earthquake,
Mm-hmm.
Well, you could drop this down on your turn for 2, and that would take care of like all their creatures pretty much.
All these cards would probably be broken if the mechanic, the ring tempting you was broken, but like it requires a creature to make it useful.
Yeah. Let's see. Scrolling down here. Chat, was there any card that you guys saw from the set that you're just like, bro, like Modern's gonna exactly. Can use it? Oh, he's saying the Black Gate is useful to get through for damage. Okay, we'll check that out. Get to the lands. Let me see if there's anything in the meantime.
Some people are like Coco Nazgul.
Oh,
that's interesting. Collected company, the Nazgul in play.
Yeah, I can see that. There's a one drop one night, but it doesn't have haste. Oh, yeah, it can with the ring tempts you.
Oh, only when it's dead.
Okay. No. Too situational. See, does 3 damage to our creature. That creature loses an indestructible till the end of turn. If that creature would die this turn, exile instead. So it's like it's nice because it gets rid of indestructible. And I forget the card from the last Ravnica block, but I used that thing a lot. It was also a 2-drop, but did 4 damage instead. And then if it died, it gets exiled. But this one's nice because it gets around indestructible. You see anything on that, or probably just people aren't really playing creatures that much?
Well, no, people are playing creatures, but like most of them aren't indestructible because the most indestructible creatures are like, what are they, like 7, 8, 9 mana, and they just more or less they just don't see any play.
It'd probably be more effective if it got around hexproof.
Ah, yes.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So now we're getting into green. There's our halfling.
Our beautiful halfling.
Yes, Elven Farsight. Scry 3 and reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature, draw it.
Scry 3, then you may reveal the top. Actually, that thing is insane. That thing is very, very good. Scry 3, you can reveal the top card. If it's creature card, draw it. So basically, it's a ponder. It's green ponder. It's a very, very strong. It's very, very, very strong. But it needs the right deck for it. So it needs a deck that wants to dig for creatures and has and it needs to be like a creature deck that didn't want to play like a mana dork on turn 1, effectively. I don't know how the deck is constructed, but it is a very strong card.
Yeah.
After all, Ponder is banned in Modern, for example.
Oh, okay.
And this is just not exact. Yeah, no, it's a better Ponder because you can scry the cards to the bottom. You don't even need to shuffle the cards away.
Right.
Because in Ponder you had to stack your deck with cards and draw one.
Right. And also it only fetches for creatures. It's not any card.
Yeah, it's only creatures. So it needs the right deck for it, but it's a very strong card. So I don't see it see play yet, but like a card that does see play in Modern is what's that one green enchantment? Look at the top 3 cards of your library. It's like ETB. It's one of those.
Is it new or?
No, it's like somewhat old. It's one of those Planeswalker Oaths. Oath of Nissa, is it?
Oh, Oath of Nissa. Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
so that does see play in Modern, like occasionally.
Okay.
I haven't seen it in years, but like it has seen play, and this card is similar in that regard.
Okay.
Tree folk, you control up Vigilance. So sometimes something gigantic sees play in Modern because of Amulet Titan. So sometimes you can't discount like these big stupid green creatures because Amulet Titan is a deck that like can put like 10 mana on the battlefield.
Oh wow.
Whenever one or more tree folk you control attacks, add twice that much mana. Well, we don't need that much mana if we can cast you already. You don't lose unspent green mana. Nah. So
Seems
the
more,
Generous Ent, that sees play.
Which one?
Generous Ent. This is seeing play in the
really?
Living End deck, yeah. Because this is that Forest Cycler.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See when there's food token and forest cycling. Okay. That makes sense. So would they seek this out with Living End then?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they can play. So now because of cards like this, they're playing with less lands. A lot less lands. Just a stupid list. They're at 15 lands, which is just a dumb amount. But they can get
what
away
is the
with
normal amount of lands for Modern?
Well, it just
23?
depends on the deck. Some deck, like Amulet Titan, plays with like 30. Merfolk plays with 20. So it all depends on the archetype. I would say the average deck plays with like 22 to 24, though. You still got to be in that range.
I know I want this bad boy Legolas. I'm not sure it would do anything for Modern, but I really want him for my elf deck. Plus, he's got a big butt, so yay.
Yeah, that is so weird for an elf. 1/4 elf. I guess I don't know. I guess it's the defense because he's really good with his bow.
Yeah. So he pumps up if he gets targeted.
What's this
where are we?
last march of the Ents? Can't be countered. Draw cards equal to the greatest toughness among creatures you control. Then put that any number of creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. That's ridiculous. Very expensive though. I don't know who would use this, but
Interesting. Oh, here we go. Mini partings. Yeah, you can search a land and you get a food out of it. That's pretty good value.
not really. You're like basically cycling this thing. So it's basically like a land that you have to. It's like a land you have to pay mana for. Yeah. So for that, 2 thumbs down. You get a little food token, but I don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah. Are you seeing food in Modern or not really?
Oh yeah, there's a Asmerano Markadasana Kuldakar deck. Like basically the Underworld. There's an Underworld cookbook deck in Modern, and so many people try to make stuff out of it, and it involves a lot of food, and that food kills people. It's poison food. Kills again. We're killing the creatures. We're not allowed. Creatures aren't allowed to be alive. Even in Living End, they're not allowed to be alive.
Okay, I was looking at Pippin here. If you're running that food deck, I guess that could be a thing. Let's see. What is that moose doing? Or deer? Huh.
Sneaking up from behind.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, creeping moose. Okay.
Shortcut to mushrooms. What is that?
Oh, yeah.
I know where there's some mushrooms, Frodo.
Yeah.
The ring tempts
This journey's
you.
going to be great.
Yeah.
At
No,
the beginning of your Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. You can read it.
Okay. At the beginning of your in-step, permanent you control left the battlefield this turn. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. That's not bad. So you get an attempt right off ETB, and then if something died, you could put counters and stuff. That's kind of cool. Whoa, it's Pathfinder. That's okay. It is a mana dork, but
Yeah,
it can die quick.
clunky.
Yeah. All right, now we're getting into legendaries. Oh, here you go for your scry decks. This one's pretty good. Arwen. You get a 1/1 counter on target creature whenever you scry. That's a very expensive scry ability
Yeah,
there
that
for
is
6.
insane. Did they
But, I
really
mean, if
need
you're
to
running
push it that high?
Yeah, but if you're running a scry deck, I mean, like you were saying before, that I guess this would be more commander. But
Even in Commander, you
you
get
see-
1+1/+1 counter.
No, it's more for limited. It's a mana sink.
Yeah, there we go. I think it's a. But yeah,
Okay.
even for limited, that looks like such crap to me.
it's
No,
a
the
2.
Scry 2, I guess, is good. Yeah,
It's
the
a
Scry
2 for a 2/2. It's just a signpost card saying scrying is what this deck wants to do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Doors of Durin was spec pretty hard. I don't know about for modern, but it does some fun stuff. Let's see. Friendly rivalry.
Oh, Flame of Anor. A lot of people are hyped on this card, and it could end up being like a big card in Modern.
Really?
Yeah, because it's 3 mana, instant. Choose one. If you control a wizard as you cast the spell, you may choose 2 of these options instead. So you can draw 2 cards, destroy an artifact, or deal 5 damage to target creature. So at 5 damage, you kill like 99% of the creatures in Modern, or I don't know, maybe 98%. Like, well, basically everything.
Nice.
But you get to, like, if you have a wizard as you're casting this card, like Snapcaster Mage, you drawing 2 cards and killing your opponent's thing is just back-breaking card advantage. Not to mention, like, there's a lot of also relevant artifacts in Modern, so Flame of Anor could see some really big play. It's just a matter of someone breaking it or building the right deck for it, because you need to have enough wizards for it to matter. And if you don't, and even if you don't have wizards, like, the card is fine. Instant speed, draw 2 cards is not bad, or kill a creature for 5 damage.
Hello, Manamonk. How you doing, bud?
Man,
Not bad. How you doing?
Welcome back. We've got Nikachu hanging out with us today.
Welcome,
Hi,
man.
Nikachu.
Hello.
Okay, go back looking over here. Frodo, friendly rivalry. Okay, moving on. I'm just like scrolling past all the big ones because I'm like,
Sometimes, well, I mean, it's only if it's powerful enough, at 3 and 4 mana, then it can see play. But it's got to be good enough. Like it can be dirtily. Like a lot of these commander cards that don't see play in modern, they're just too dirtily. They require other pieces in play already, or you know, they got to be really proactive. Like that scry thing it's not proactive. It's a grizzly bear that scries for the most part.
Oh,
For
okay.
6
How about
mana.
Lotho?
Lotho, 2 mana, 2/1. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, you lose 1 life and create a treasure token. It's interesting. Although I have to say it's really hard for... I shouldn't say it's not too hard for someone to... So you lose 1 life. I don't know if the treasure token's worth it, but like maybe. It's the cost is there. Sucks that it's legendary, so it's very, very weak. But people will be playing multiple spells in a turn. They will.
If you combine this with the, if you manage to keep this on the board with the Orcish Bowmasters, though.
Oh yeah. A lot. That's a good point. Like anything with 1 toughness is basically toast.
Yeah, well, that and you're losing life, but you're ramping out hard for your turn, so you could just bust a bomb on your next turn and call it a day. Okay, Mary Esquire of Roban. Oh, that's equipped. I guess that's a good candidate for your Twisted Tea Colossal Hammer.
Yeah. First strike as long as it's equipped. Whenever you attack and another legendary creature. Whenever you attack with Mary and another legendary creature, draw a card. It's hard to have multiple.
Yeah, it's hard to have that
creatures in a
second
hammer
legendary.
deck,
Okay.
the mouth of Sauron. The mouth is what we're attacking. That's really bizarre of all the things.
Let's see. Target player mills 3 cards, then amasses Orcs X, where X is the number of instant and sorcery cards in that player's graveyard. Ooh.
Commander goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, always commander goodness.
That's mainly it. Pippin. The Ward 1. It was Ward 2.
And was it tap another target creature you control gains protection from the card type of your choice? That's interesting. It has its own built-in protection. I could see that in some sort of soldier deck, but like,
I see it as a Celestia version of Mother of Runes. You know
what?
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair point.
The it just
All right,
dawned
Cryptic, have
on
it going,
me.
brother.
It just dawned on me that these cards are not powerful enough for modern, but a lot of them would see play in Pioneer. Like, it would probably rock that format hard. Like Pippin probably could be in a soldier deck there.
Okay. Samwise, the Gamgee.
Oh, this guy. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you create a food. That in the right deck, I could see that seeing play. Just if you need to get a bunch of artifacts in play. But like, this is one of those build-around cards. So it has potential. It has potential, but like right now, it doesn't see any play.
Okay. Well, because you sack 3 foods, you're returning a historic card from your graveyard to your hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
Okay. Shadow summoning. No.
I think Sauron has some chance of seeing play, either as like a reanimated
Dark
target
Ward?
or something, because like the ward is insanely powerful. So it's basically indestructible because you can't target this thing, and it's the bar like sacking. No one has legendary artifacts or legendary creatures just lying around in modern. It just doesn't exist. So it's basically 7/6 for it's like an impossible to kill creature. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, amass Orcs 1. I mean, that's just beyond bonkers insane. Whenever an army you control deals combat damage to a player, the ring tempts you, and then whenever the ring tempts you, you may discard your hand if you draw 4 cards. Yeah, this is completely broken. The only problem is the casting cost, but I don't know what deck would put this in their deck. Like maybe a control deck. Like I could conceivably see a Grixis control deck maybe playing this as like as a 1 of or 2 of in their deck to win the game. But like it's really, really powerful. Really powerful.
All right. Scrolling down. Equal. I just want to make this Shalab deck for Commander. It has to be super fun. Giving all your
Love their
spiders. Yeah.
That Smeagol card is my favorite art of Smeagol out of the set. Just the art.
Smeagol.
Yeah, DJ. I actually have a Shelob EDH. I had a spider deck already there, so she fit in nicely.
Nice.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah, I kind of want to mess with it. I have to get the card, and I've been stashing spiders. When and if I ever can pull that card for a nice jank commander deck. So we got some equipment here.
Yeah, these are all really underwhelming equipments. I can't remember if there. Oh, there's the One Ring. That's the one card that ruled them all.
And this one's been jumping up in value, the Planter of Orthanc, but it's not for Commander, right? I'm trying to figure where, or not Commander, excuse me, not Modern, maybe Legacy. I'm wondering why this is value. See, getting.
Well, I guess Commander players like it. Commander has a huge influence on the secondary market, perhaps more so than Modern and Legacy at this point. So at the end step, put an influence counter on this guy and scry 2. Then a target opponent may have you draw a card. If that player doesn't, you mill X cards, where X is the number of influence counters on Palantir of Orthanc, and that player loses life equal to the number of mana value of those cards. Yeah, so that sounds very
Commander-ish. It's very Reanimator centric.
A lot of people were talking about Mirthral Coat as well. I think more towards Commander, but that's
a Commander card. Any equipment that like protects a creature, giving it indestructible or hexproof or something, that's 100% Commander. We don't use those cards.
Let's see, creature opponent control will die, exile instead. Ooh, that's not bad.
What's stone?
So this card might see play.
If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile instead. That is amazing. And then pay 2, sack it, exile target player's graveyard. Oh, this card's great. Yeah, this it's in competition with a lot of 1-mana graveyard hate, but this definitely could be a sideboard card. You know, like if the metagame is right, and it sort of is, this is very good versus Yawgmoth, because they use the persist and undying triggers, or I would say undying the most. So if a creature dies, it wouldn't come back from undying; it would just get exiled instead. You don't have to deal with it anymore.
I think this would be great with Bowmasters. You just ping in everyone, and then it's gone from the game. Bye.
So I can see Stone of Eric actually seeing some play.
Okay, so Builder, this is an interesting one. I don't know if it would do anything for Commander, for Modern, but you can just amass for a mana sink for days, I guess.
Well, not for days. So there's two things. Like enters the battlefield tapped, which really sucks unless you control a legendary creature, which you very often won't. Now that's not a super deal breaker, but then we have amass Orcs X, but you can only activate it if a creature died this turn. So I would have had to have spent mana to kill something, and then I may not have enough mana to activate this Barad-dûr card. I mean, I could see it seeing play, but like it's a bit clunky. It's a bit of a clunker.
Okay, so most of these lands are, if you have legendary, it doesn't come into play tapped. But
yeah, again, not a deal breaker, but like, you know, it's not ideal.
Right, it's not really doing much.
Mina's Tirith, I think, was a card that a lot of people are excited about because Death and Taxes has a good chunk of legendary creatures in it. There's like there's some white aggro decks that might want this card because you attack with multiple creatures and then just draw a card afterwards.
See, exile 3 cards. What about Mount Doom?
It's like a pain land, new modern pain land. Doom does 1 damage to each opponent. Seems fine. Sack it, and a legendary artifact. Choose up to two creatures, then destroy the rest. Activate only as a sorcery. I don't know. It's okay. It hurts you more than
fast mana.
What's that?
Yeah.
I said it's fast mana, then he said it's expensive.
Yeah.
It's painful.
So here's more Rivendell. If you're doing that scry mechanic, you can do some shenanigans with this, I guess. Scry 2, activate only if you control legendary creatures, so you can get your scry thing going. But I think that's more Commander.
Well, a
let's see.
card that does see play is Castle Vantress, but like it's just a better card because Castle Vantress can enter the. It's not legendary. It comes into play untapped if you control an island. The activated cost is higher, but it's also scry 2. But I don't have to activate it if I control legendary creatures. So I think there's just a strictly better card other than Rivendell for blue.
Oh, and Hillbilly has a good point too. The ring bearer, because when you get that, the ring tempts you, and you do get a creature, is considered legendary. So your little 1/1 that gets pinged for a ring bearer can do stuff and things. That Shadow likes it. Okay. We're just going through the rest of the set here.
Shire Terrace back up there actually apparently is going to see play in probably Pauper. This is very important. It's like it immediately taps for a colorless. You can pay 1, tap, sack it, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap. Like it's basically a fetch land that taps for mana immediately. Like it's a better
Terramorphic Expanse.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
So that card actually might see not play in modern, but Pauper. Yeah, I don't know how to look at the set in terms of Pauper. Like Pauper probably might have got like a ton of upgrades that I don't know about.
Pretty sure probably did. There's a lot of good there's a lot of good comments in here. And the set's not as aggressive, I should say.
There was some 1-drops in I guess spells or whatnot, but in white it was pretty decent. But I'm thinking maybe I might have it crossed with the Aftermath. Oh man. Yeah, because people were specking, or well, I don't want to say spec, but people were really stoked about this Frodo card, and they had all the broken things for it. But you just don't see it, huh?
No, yeah, stuff like this, like spending more mana after I've already cast you. No, that's not how that works around here. It's just too liable. It's just too much of a liability in the face of removal. Because you just spend more mana into this thing, they kill it, and it's like, oh, well, I wasted all my mana. I could have played a creature instead. But instead, I sunk it into the stupid Frodo Sauron's Bane.
It's just people want cards that are progressive for the game.
Yeah. Lost.
This is fun. Yeah, I was looking at that because target non-land historic, so legendary and whatnot, right? You bounce it and make them play it after 4 turns, but after 4 turns they're probably dead. So I guess that could be a thing.
Well, what you do actually, because it's instant, you try to play this card in response to somebody fetching a land. So you put it forth from the top, but then they just shuffle it into their deck and it's gone.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you try to use this card. So like it has that sort of potential. I just still don't know if it's good enough. It's still a pretty narrow card.
Yeah, I'm looking for a particular 1-drop. Oh, there you go. Destroy target creature to blot. No. I'm trying to remember what it was. So I guess a better question would be, Nikachu, what out of the set excited you, like initially, and then like you're playing Merfolk, so was there anything out of this that really just like, bruh, I need to put that in my freaking Merfolk deck?
No, you know what? My hopes were really low because the Lord of the Rings lore doesn't have merfolk in it. Like they've got all these mythical creatures, but the one thing that they don't have are like merfolk for some reason. J.R.R. Tolkien just didn't heard about them aquatic creatures. Damn it!
I know.
I guess he never explored anything outside that island.
Yeah, I wonder why. Something seems fishy about this.
Yeah. So, but I still had some hopes because like if there was a good wizard or something, I could have played it. Like it's not impossible to play like a non-merfolk. Like I play subtlety, for example, in my merfolk.
Yeah,
deck.
we did check it out, Qore. You said you see potential with Reprieve, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that see. I don't see any potential for the record. I think this card is crap, but because it's very similar to a card that already exists called Remand. It's not the same. It's because Remand counters it and then bounces the spell back to their hand. This is different. You just literally putting it back, any spell it back into their hand. But a lot of people see potential in the card, so a lot of people are going to jam it until it happens. Merfolk don't exist. Dragons do though. Yeah, I know.
Oh,
But,
shots fired.
I was still hoping for something, but like nothing materialized. I mean, maybe the One Ring. Maybe I'm just supposed to play the One Ring like everyone else.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
But
you're not seeing it for your Merfolk deck though. The One Ring.
Well,
I mean,
someone in the
card draw.
community is making the cards sort of work. Like they got a few 4-1s online.
Okay.
With jamming the One Ring and Merfolk, which is pretty crazy. Because if Merfolk can make this thing playable, then maybe any deck can make this thing playable, including Burn or something. Who knows?
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
I'm waiting for more tortoises and turtles to be printed in Magic, and good ones.
Tortoises and turtles.
Yeah. I own a handful of them, but like we're waiting for some playable versions with abilities that matter.
What is the big crab? The Crovax or something?
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
Curvax. Do you know what I'm talking about? There's like a 7-mana, or it's a 7/12 or something, 7/15, and you can pay so much mana and like reverse its.
Yeah, that's the Raging Shirt. Oh man, I forget the name, but one of one guy in the community.
The Raging Isle.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because you can change that around, and if you have the mana,
but
you
it's
can
not a
Tron it.
turtle. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
No, it's cool. But I was just thinking about that because one of the guys that makes decks, custom EDH decks that he sells on the daily, doesn't even always include some of the staples, but they wreck face, so they're really super fun. But he was playing a Oops All Crabs deck. It was great.
Oh, I found. Okay, here, get this. This is the most competitive turtle of all time. Colossal Sky Turtle.
Oh man, I have a foil copy on my shelf over here. I love that card.
That sees play in Living End sometimes, because not only is it like a big creature that they can put into their graveyard, it's really interactive. It's got 2 relevant like channel spells, and it's impossible to get rid of once it's on the battlefield.
Right, I got a foily version on my display shelf back here, just because that turtle is awesome.
Okay, I was dead wrong. That is not the most competitive turtle of all time. As I go down this list, Kappa Cannoneer is above and beyond the most competitive turtle of all time. That thing will just outright kill you in like 1 turn if you don't deal with it immediately. It's impossible to deal with.
Yeah.
This is a 1 mana 4/4. It's effectively 1 mana because you're only going to play in a deck with 1,000,000 artifacts, and it's a ward 4. When Aaron's the bat, sorry, it's really a 1 mana 5/5 because it comes into play with a counter on it because it's an artifact itself. Right. And then it keeps getting a counter every single time you play an artifact, and it's basically unblockable every single time you play an artifact. So that is the best turtle in the game.
Oddly about that turtle is he's not turtle enough. He's
really?
Artifact. He's very artifact. Like he's a really good turtle. Okay, yeah, I remember he came out of a pre-con, I think. Yeah. But he doesn't do turtley things. I'm waiting for like a turtle tribal.
What kind of effect do you want on a turtle?
Well, I've been playing around with it.
MTG Attitude.
Like I've been playing around with different ideas, and biasly being me, I'd like to see him do enchantment turtles because I love enchantments and I love turtles.
Oh God!
That's why I like this.
And like
Sky
somehow
turtle.
make like turtley tokens and have ways to interact with turtles in different ways that matter about turtles in different ways. That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Dave. Hi, Dave.
Shell negate the next 3 damage. There you go. Stone turtle super fast.
Stone turtle.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the turtles. They don't have any really consistent like abilities except for maybe hexproof. Some of them are hexproof, which makes sense. They got a shell.
Right.
Yeah, that's all. Kind of wanted to. We need a couple more race because like I'm a tribal purist. So like yes, I know there's changelings. Yes, I could turn everything into said tribe, but there's not enough race for me yet. Huh?
Yeah, I feel you. Like putting changelings in the deck is like kind of just distasteful for like my dinosaurs deck. I can't run changelings in there.
Yeah, so like what I was gonna say is like changelings are just like an admission that you don't have enough creatures for your creature based.
Same with
deck.
squirrels, man. It's good, but like there's not enough squirrels for me. I'm sad. Oh yeah, Pawz. I'm sorry. I thought I said hi earlier, bro. How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Yeah. So interesting. I know. So another thing I kind of want to talk about, that way we conclude Mana Monk here. The big change to Magic with Lord of the Rings is like we greenlighted a lot for WotC now. So does that mean that every freaking product coming out is going to be like $200, $300, $400 for a freaking set box or what?
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
I know it's a specialty set per se, but I'm a little concerned. We already know that we're going to get basically any new set coming out, especially for the collectors, is going to be serialized or bust. But I don't know, man. You typically just use your sponsor and just get singles all the time, right, Nikachu?
Yeah, but I mean, I only get the single. Like, I'm not a massive collector. I just get the singles necessary for competition. So just a question for you: do you try to own every card that exists as they come out?
Me personally, no. But then again, I'm very particular. Before I got into Magic, I promised myself, okay, I need to narrow down to 3 colors. That way, I have trade fodder, and also, now that I have the channel as of the last couple of years, I have something, one, I don't mind giving away because I'm not going to use it. So I don't collect every card. Now, certain cards, I want every version of. For example, Shieldred. I want every single Shieldred out there. I know that they threw in the Nazgul thing, and I'm like, oh boy, 9 in a deck. Yeah, of course I want every version. Boo. But yeah, no, just particular cards for me. How about you, Mana? Do you try for the whole set? I mean, it's impossible to try for the whole set now with all the damn variants. But
no, the only ones that I have the complete sets are I'm still finishing off the last one, but the original Kamigawa block, I was a huge fan of that when it came out. So I've worked on getting that for the collection, but the rest of it, I buy the sets for the channel and then just anything to supplement into my commander decks. So,
yeah,
but yeah, the serialized thing, first it started out full art lands, and they would pop out periodically. You'd get another full art land in a different set, and they were rare. Now they're saturated completely in it, and now we're doing it with the serialized cards. That is getting ridiculous.
Well, one thing I will say, Nikachu, is like I was not playing Magic every single year from '94. Okay, I was introduced to it probably around a little bit before 7th edition. My cousin was trying to get me involved, and I played and learned how to play. But it wasn't until 2018 that I started collecting, and actually, going full-fledged into the game. And I avoided Commander for the longest time, but then Standard died, and then damn you, WotC, you made an elf deck. And I'm like, oh, crap. Okay, I'm in Commander now. Damn it.
Sucked me back in.
Yeah, no. No, I never played Commander. Like, they tried to get me to play Commander 2, and I'm like, this is long form. I'm not liking it. And then they made the elf deck, and I'm like, all in. But before that, me personally, I was a big theme head. Okay, so before I got heavy into Magic, I was playing Star Wars Destiny. So I had to have like deck sleeves representing my deck, a deck box representing my deck, and all that. So I get a little bit of that now with these lands. For example,
you want to be flavorful.
Yeah. And like I was hardcore trying to get, and now that the price finally came down on these, but the lands from
yeah, I know what you're talking
New
about.
Capenna.
Yeah,
this one right here.
Oh, those.
I love this because it reminds me of Freddy Krueger. Okay. And it's a swamp, and I have plenty of these for my rat deck I'm making now. So that, certain lands kind of strike my fancy that way. But as far as collecting the whole set, I think a lot of people have stopped doing that because you have 20 different variants of set. It's just too much work. And if you think about it, it not only is it get one version of every card, right? But you're also think, okay, you have the pre-release card, right? You have the promo card, and of course promo, regular promo foil. And then on the variants, you got the variant version and of course the foil version. So if there's 7 versions of a card in a set, that's potentially at least 14 right there. Now you add the pre-release, that's 16. Now you add the promo, that's 18. And then, heaven forbid they do anything else. So if you are a set collector, it is a pain in the rumpus for sure. But how about you, Tortoise? How are you collecting these days? Are you going for everything in a set?
I collect certain things because my style of Magic is not available to collect like that. It's like I got a bunch of tortoises and turtles that I collect when I find unique ones. Like it started because of James Willis. Shout out to him. But like as being a commander deck builder, a cube enthusiast, it's really hard to collect cards when you're building or designing a lot.
I just noticed you have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade machine behind you. That's why you love the turtles so much.
Yeah, and like that box above it is a figurine of a Ninja Turtle.
Mm-hmm.
I like what Richie Dub says here. All my lands match, so I start with 45 life now. If that was a thing, dude, I would be all about that life because I'm very thematic. Like sometimes my deck building is so slow because when I get close, I'm like, okay, do I have the right sleeves for it yet? Do I have the right deck box? And do I have the right mat? I've stopped doing the right mat things. That's too expensive. But yeah, if I don't have those, I can't make the deck. Nope. Kind of go a little OCD with it. Now, how about you? You're just buying singles for decks you need. I mean, do you have any temptation to crack packs, Nikachu, or are you just like whatever?
Okay, look, I've got these loose boosters. I don't even remember where I got them from, but they've been sitting on my Frexa All Will Be One, and they've been sitting on my desk for eternity because like I have no interest in opening them because I could just feel like I'm turning this booster from like I don't know $3 or $4, and I'm gonna turn it into 50 cents after, or like less than that after I open it up. I can feel it. I feel it's in my bones, and I just can't bear to do it.
I mean, but you could pull Mondrak or Mom.
I could just buy that thing if I really needed.
Yeah,
if I really
true.
Needed to. You know, my EV calculator in my brain just says no to cracking boosters. So yeah, even these loose boosters. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with them.
So I guess Nikachu's collecting boosters.
Can't sell them or anything.
Yeah,
gotta do it as a random giveaway or something.
Yeah, random giveaway or like Historian here. He doesn't necessarily crack. Hey, what's up, Perps? He doesn't necessarily crack packs for, but he does it for like super chats. So you could do that. Like you get a nice super chat. Hey, I'll open this pack, I guess.
Yeah, here's a Frexa All Be One draft booster.
Yeah, that's right. All the money turns into 50 cents. Do you know how to build a deck, put some cards together to have synergy, insert some friends and play? Voila, instant fun and learning experience. Exactly. Exactly. But it really holds me back. Hey, we got another Canadian. What's up, man? Marty, how you doing?
Hey, good. Sorry I'm late, guys.
Oh, no problem. We have the head honcho modern player with us, man. And also Canadian. You know, I collect them, so. Yeah. See, how much for... Oh, there you go. Twiddler, how much do you want for those boosters, Nikachu?
Oh, God. It would be less than the shipping, whatever it is.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, you know what? Like, I can only send them within Canada. You know, even if I send a single card to the United States now, before, if I could send like a single card to the United States and like it just gets there. Now, like they're like searching every little piece of mail. It's like that's not a letter. Sending that straight back. You gotta write a customs form for that 50-cent card, buddy. And I'm like, do I really have to do this?
Twiddler says sold, bro.
Sold.
Can you send it sealed or no? You can't, huh? You gotta crack them.
No, you can send it sealed.
You can. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I can. Well, I don't know what the rules are.
I
can send.
I sent stuff sealed and it's not a problem. And I'm near
just have to-
Ottawa.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. But you just have to send you just have to write some sort of form for. No, nothing. You just put like a bubble mailer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, bubble mail. No, you do have to fill out the form for a bubble mailer, but I don't know if you'll be able to fit a
envelope?
pack.
Just put a stamp on this thing and then put in the mail. I should try that actually. I should put a
just,
stamp on this
I just
and
go to
someone's
the,
address and see what happens.
I just go to the post office, get those bubble mailer already that you buy, and they do the shipping thing, and that's all.
Okay, that's interesting. Then you have
I do like your idea though. I also had another crazy dumb idea that would be really expensive to do, Nikachu, is draft by mail.
It reminds me of chess. There used to be what's it called? It's called correspondence chess, where you would mail someone a move, and then like a few weeks later they mail you a move. Yeah, you could draft by mail. My God.
Right? Can you imagine how long that would take? I mean, heaven forbid you have international players too, but yeah, basically you take a card, you could film it. Oh, we got our draft by mail today. Yay. Okay. I guess I'll take this card and send it out. Hey, that was a whole short. Let's go. Stay tuned for next month when I draft my next card.
Talk about expensive
You have
content.
to do it 45 times.
Oh, God. The amount in
Sounds
shipping alone,
awful.
even if you PWE it. Holy crap.
And then what if someone's like lagging? You know, everyone's like the thing is getting backed up because some jerk is just letting their mail pile up because they went on vacation or something for I don't know.
Twiddler. Oh, sorry.
Shots fired.
No, but no, it's true though. He buys a lot and he'll get to it. He doesn't know how much content. He has a lot of content for that. He could do like, I think he could do like 3 pieces or 6 pieces of mail and have content for like 2 weeks at least. I'm guessing here. I don't know, man.
No,
no.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
Even shipping from the States to us in Canada is stupid sometimes. I would get stuff sent from me from Dave. It takes a week. Edward J sends me something, it takes 3 weeks.
Well, don't threaten me with a good time, bro. Shit. Yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah. No, he does very fun pool games and other fun shenanigans. I think Tuesdays and Fridays. So if you got some money and got a little pack ripping whatever, yeah, go check them out. Let me know, man. I'll send you the link. But so what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so sending to Canada. I do have international subscribers. We tried one thing. I sent this box. I think it was to not Argentina, but he still hasn't got the box. But he got all the PWEs I sent him. It was cheaper to send him plain white envelopes of all the stuff he won on my channel. I sent I can send about up to 5, I think. But now, I just tried to send our boy Savannah Lion a 2 cards in not this card, but in this. They would not take it because it's slightly raised, and they're like, "Oh, machine's gonna tear it up." Yeah, no, we can't send that. Or these 2 cards turned into 20. I was like, "No, I'm good. That's not happening." So I have to go back to the drawing board as far as getting Savannah his stuff via PWE. Maybe those long ones, I might be able to get away with. I don't know. I've been experimenting for a while because, yeah, maybe one of these. But it doesn't really offer that much protection for your card.
Yeah, protection sucks.
Yeah, and I've tried putting just a cardboard in there, and if it's raised too much, they'll send it as a parcel. At which point it jumps up to $20.
Oh man, that reminds me when I sent trade cards to Benson.
Yeah,
and I put it. I had them wrapped up and in a heart sleeve like that, like one of them in a plain white envelope, but comfortable enough. And they really care if it's flat because they have like a small hole like this that's average pay, or if it's bigger, they have to charge you a little bit more. And the guy, I handed it to the guy, and I just asked him, you know, I asked to pay for the thing, and he's like, and they're trying to size it through this little hole, and they're like, well, it's not small, and I'm like, that's okay. Then the manager comes over and starts pressing down on the cards. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
they won't flat anymore. Just charge me the extra.
So yeah, dude, actually, whoa, just smacked my camera up. Yeah, no, I have these two guys, as you guys know, when I get to 15 subscribers, so 1,515 subscribers, I got this, they're not, thanks to Prime 406 Games, we got this bad boy. It's all blurry because my camera doesn't want to work, but I'm too lazy to fix that right now. But yeah, oh, there we go. So we got a Wooded Foothills, and we got the monkey going out to lucky subscribers in the 15 subscriber giveaway. Shield done. Okay, moving on.
Nice.
Oh yeah, no. Did you see what I said earlier? I was mocking him about. Oh God, where is it? Yeah, that's right. Come on stream, bro. Okay. See, so he says he never had to do customs form for anything you sent to Canada. Oh, because he has a digital system. They ask you 4 questions, so the form gets printed out with the.
He uses pirate chip.
Yeah, but it is funny because he said, "Oh, there it is." Yeah, dude, I have 2 boxes of cards from 3 years ago to open one day. Yeah, he admitted himself that he just sits on mail. It's just like he has so much that he orders for his pool games and you know, for his collection.
Yeah, I still have to send you this, DJ.
Oh snap! Okay.
And
yeah.
and this one too.
Oh, dude, you know, I'm
Yeah,
like,
man.
I love that art, man. Oh, nice, dude. Can't wait. But I know you can probably, for those shipping to Canada, because you get, if it's more than like 5 cards, it's gonna be parcel anyways. You can send up to about I think I was messing around with it, trying to figure out what works best. So for around $20 to $25, you could send upwards of up to 60 cards. It's all about the weight. Once you hit 1 pound, it's 50 plus to ship anywhere internationally.
What?
Yeah. So I would not send them in top loaders. Like I would send maybe 1 or 2 top loaders just to keep it rigid in a team bag. But if you send more than like say 3, 4, 5, it's a lot of weight. You'll be at 20 cards and already at a pound. So just if your guys are messing with that shipping internationally, that's what it costs us from the U.S. It's about $25 to send you upwards of 100 cards. After that, you risk the chance of it being 50.
If I send a box like this full of cards, it's gonna cost me like $18 to send that to you.
That's not bad. When I tried to do the same thing, they wanted to charge $50. So I don't know. And once I passed that 100 card mark, like I think I got up to 200 at one point, but the international shipping's dumb, man. It's so crazy. And you know why, Nikachu, why they're searching everything besides just getting greedy and taxing everyone crazy? That's the other thing too. If you ship internationally, make sure if you do declare a value that the person receiving it knows.
Yep.
That's why I sit on a lot of stuff here, like Cold Paw. I have a whole grip to send him, but I'm like, okay, we should probably condense that down. I'm waiting for him to have a minute, and then that way he knows, okay, I'm looking at maybe a $20 tax bill when it comes in, not $500.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, part of it is they care about people doing money laundering stuff, and
money laundering and fentanyl is the whole reason why the big scare internationally, they are checking anything and everything that's in a package.
Yeah.
So that really delays anyone internationally getting their mail. So that's the real deal. But yeah, they're really taxing everyone hard for anything coming out of the U.S. right now. It's really weird.
But even last Christmas, Dave sent me something for Christmas, and he had to pay to ship it to me. I get him at the post office, and I had to pay on top of it. I'm like,
yeah.
What?
Let's see. Are the new lands from Lord of the Rings modern playable?
Maybe the white one. That's about it. Where if
He's
you
thinking just the white one.
Yeah, maybe just the white one. But like, we'll wait and see. I think if they were really playable, they would have seen play out of the gates. But who knows? The white one looks the most promising.
I actually opened a second box of Lord of the Ring earlier.
Oh, is that a cavern?
Yeah, that was my box
No.
hopper.
Oh,
You know,
Oh,
after all the caverns
spicy.
that's passed through DJ's eyes lately, he is so jealous.
Oh, I know. I am a tribal player through and through, and I was kind of cringing a little bit. And just like, but I want the card. I'm happy that you guys get value. I mean, that's all. Making you all happy is my goal. But yeah, I was like, I need so many Cavernous Souls, and like on my birthday, we gave out like 2 or 3 of them. And I'm like, can I be? No, bad tact. I can't be in that giveaway. No. But I want to.
So close, but so far.
Anyway, I gotta go.
Oh,
Thank you
yes,
very much
definitely.
for inviting me. I really appreciate it. Really
Well,
nice
Nikachu,
meeting
it's
all
been
of
a
you.
blast, man.
And Tortoise, I love the theme. You know, you're into the turtles through and through, and I hope that they make some more turtle cards for you, because you know
Thank
turtles
you.
definitely underrepresented in this game.
All right, man. Well, hey, thanks for coming on, brother. You're always welcome. But I do like that we kind of focused in on one thing. So it was all stuff that you knew. So you're like, bam, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This card's playable. This card is not. This card is not.
Yeah.
This card is not.
Exactly.
Sort of
Hey, it was
understand
fun
why.
though. Yeah.
All right, thank you
No.
very much.
Thanks for
Take
coming
care.
on, brother. All right.
Enjoy.
Later, brother.
Peace.
Bye.
Well, that was fun.
Woo, now I can dress that. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. So yeah, while I have you guys, we'll get to we'll probably wrap up here soon. But what I was talking about earlier, Mana, you're kind of a box opening, and you do a little bit of deck teching too, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. So what do you think is going to happen now that they essentially got away with Lord of the Rings? I mean, Hasbro's on their tail. They got to be pumping money. What do you think is going to happen from here on out? Like, what's your dark feel that you're like, bruh, you know?
Nothing's on limits.
Yeah.
They're gonna saturate us with every single possible different realm to go into, and they're gonna make it. You know, they got the One Ring. Next, it'll be something else ridiculous. They're just gonna keep going down this serialized track that's gonna get people chasing after it.
I do have an idea in which Watsy, please steal this. Your next unset, can you please, in honor of the Rona, can you please make a 1-of-1 serialized TP? That would be amazing. Legendary artifact, you know. Just okay. It's dumb. I'm sorry. I was just thinking that 1-of-1 TP. What's up? That's the Rona edition. Yeah. Yeah. Richie Des says definitely more gimmicks and cash grab, infinite ones. Yes. Well, they said, it's gonna go up like 3% or whatnot, but we're seeing it already. Draft boxes used to be 90 at the LGS. Now that it's like draft is like 110 to 130. Set box is creeping up to $150, even on standard sets. At least at the retail level, like 160 is kind of what I've been seeing just for basic stuff. And let's see, collectors, 200 is not the price point anymore. I think they're going to be at least 250, 300 moving forward on anything.
Can I just say they're going to Warhammer the shit out of this Magic stuff?
Oh yeah.
Warhammer costs barely anything to make, but they sell it super high marked up. And
I was seeing that when I was hanging out 2018 when the game store that used to be right by my work. So I got in trouble a lot. Not at work, but you know what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it's right there. So oof. So I'd go there, hang out, help out the store, a lot, and yeah. I saw Warhammer. They tried to get me into that. I was like, no, it's not happening. At that time, I was playing X-Wing, so the miniature game that Fantasy Flight had, super cool until they went to version of 2.0, and they nerfed my bombs. So I was like, I'm out. But they did get that the 5-star wing, if you remember X-Wing versus TIE Fighter games. that it was shielded. It was basically you added 2 wings on the shuttle that brought the Emperor around and stuff. Dope. They finally made a model. I was really stoked, and then they did version 2.0 after that. I was like, oh. But anyways, yeah. What are you thinking, Marty, with the success of Lord of the Rings? What are you anticipating?
I think the doors are wide open, basically. If they can do that with this, they can do that with pretty much anything that they get the license to. I think they're just gonna start pumping in content to who knows what's next. It's
yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's not about playing the game anymore.
No. Yeah.
No. I think what they want to do is grab as much attention. And okay, even if you're not a fan of Magic the Gathering, here, like this, like Lord of the Ring, like I got friends that approach me. He's like, "Hey, you got spares, man? I want a spare because I'm a fan of Frodo, or something like that."
Yeah.
Yeah.
He loves your hat, by the way.
Thank you.
But it did the same thing in the past, like with Decoria when they did all the Godzillas. I had people random that knew that I was playing Magic, and it's like, yeah, if you get extras of those Godzilla cards, I want to collect them because I like Godzilla. I'm like, it's basically the same thing.
Yeah, Eldraine boxes are going for $125. Not bad for a standard set. Do you notice that though? Because before it was like $100, it was over 100. We're like, but now we're like, oh, 125. That's not bad. Really? The question is, when does the market oversaturate itself and gimmicks finally wear out? Well, it's gonna happen. We know Ed at Brain MTG has been talking about it, and they're going to continue to do these serialized cards. I'm assuming they're probably going to rush some print runs in order to move product. It has to have serialized cards in it, which will oversaturate and people get bored of it. But yeah. Hillbilly, big congrats, dude, on your. He's a smaller channel. Go check him out. Put your link in there, buddy. Saturday, he's doing a card preview for WotC on his channel. So that's pretty cool, man.
Yes, Billy, happy for you. We'll watch it.
Okay, fine. God, we already played Carl. There you go.
Qore! Qore! Qore!
Yeah.
Yeah, do it again.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Wait, let me... Yeah, dude. God. Where'd it go? Well, first off,
words
and a bootylicious.
Bootylicious!
Sure.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Another Carl. Fine. Everyone's just like, dude, what's up with all the damn Carl?
Qore! Qore! Qore!
Dude, yes. No, I hear you, dude. Have you bought milk lately? How about eggs?
Well, eggs went up for a while, but they seem to drop down. But
they're starting to be reasonable again. Yes, he said even Eric Voss of the what's up, Brian? New Rockstars is shilling for Lord of the Rings Magic cards. Yes. Yeah, we did get a big influx of new players, so I do appreciate that. And remember, guys, don't be a dick. Don't gatekeep. If you see a new player, show them how to play. Don't be like, oh well, you're not doing this. No, help them out. Don't be a dick.
That's right.
Okay. Yes, let's go Hillbilly. Did they make you buy the card to preview it? Oh no. It's a well, I'll let him say. Couldn't resist. Cracked my sorcery box while listening. Nice. Did you get anything good? I'm not really familiar. I have not looked into it. Because I know if something catches my fancy, I'll be like, dude, I'm already spending too much on Magic. I I used to complain because we were trying to get people into Destiny, and it's a great game, by the way. It's long gone now, but the community's still going strong on it, believe it or not. But you know, they're just like, I can't. You know, Magic's got my wallet. I really can't. I was like, okay, I get you now. Oh, Robert wants a classic. Okay, fine. I gotta find it though. Especially since she didn't show up.
Hey, Biscuit, come here. Come here, Biscuit. Come here. Cats suck.
Meow.
Meow. Ah, you missed it.
There. You just heard
Yeah,
a cat
Nikachu was
go.
very informative. I learned a lot. Thank you, Nikachu, for coming on. Like, you know, what is basically it went to how to change, or like basically, oh, it's a modern set. Nope, 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 maybe. Nope, nope, nope. Yes. Nope, nope, no. Nope. Yes. The whole set.
It's more
Yeah.
Commander.
What's that?
It's more Commander than anything.
Oh, I know. And that's been the complaint too, is that every set is Commander. So
Commander.
Yeah, because
Especially for a unsanctioned format.
Yeah.
yeah. Some good stuff, not super fire. Okay. First box,
Yeah.
10 more to go. Oh boy. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and get to the shill section. I have not set it up yet, but I want to see if people are interested in doing another block party. We'll see if we get it going. I'm gonna add $2 to it because I'm gonna add a little fire to this next round. So if you guys are down, I'll explain that in a minute. Tortoise, did you have anything you want to shill?
Yes. I just put up a short. Thinking about trying to do a community-based deck, choosing between these 3 commanders.
Ooh.
And I have a
What is
short
the
at-
one on the left?
this one?
No, the other one.
Child of Alara.
Oh, okay. Just couldn't see it. All right,
Yeah, I got Child of
interesting.
Alara as one option. So far, we got a vote for Aminatu and a vote for Kalia the Vast.
Yeah, he was on earlier, man. I learned a lot. I always appreciate when he rolls through. We typically talk a lot about Commander here, so he kind of felt out of place, but this time he was in charge. I loved it. Pawzy says Animatu is a kick butt. Yeah.
Right. So go to the short. There's a link up. There's a link up in chat that takes you to it. And vote.
For sure. Okay.
All the way.
I guess Pack Opening Addict's trying to work on this Commander deck. 270. I know the feels, dude. How about you, Mana Monk? Do you got anything coming up on your channel? Anything you want to plug?
I'm working on a couple deck techs, and actually, I've got a Kamigawa box that I had it set up for back in March when the channel hit its 2nd birthday. I did it for that. Didn't get it posted. Then I was going to put it up in June for my birthday. Didn't get it posted. So I'm hoping to get that posted in the next week because I hit some pretty good cards in there.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay. So you have that upcoming. Any event or anything you got going on? I know you just hit what'd you hit recently? Was it 200 or
I
400?
hit 300 recently.
300?
I'm at 339 now. I'm debating whether I'm going to do a 400 or just wait off and aim for 500 right off the bat. I'm thinking
that's a good call. I mean, I would think that it would be a little bit faster, but I have to hit another threshold. I think like 2,000, and then it should just start trickling in. I hope, but I'm not there yet. It's still a struggle to get every subscriber. Not YouTube woes, but it's just interesting. After you pass a certain point, like how the ebbs and flows of a channel works. It's all been a great learning experience. Marty, do you have anything you want to plug?
Just did 2 back-to-back videos for my birthday gifts I got in the past. Yesterday, but it was basically my birthday. I did Lord of the Ring opening. I just filmed one this morning also. I'm going to probably put that on tomorrow. But
Nice.
that's just opening content at least once a week. Like, I have a small channel, so... And I'm probably gonna do some deck reviews of what I'm playing also in the future. So that's basically it.
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
and,
Marty.
Yeah, happy birthday, brother. We did kind of shout you out. I know we missed a couple on my birthday stream, but it was pretty epic. Thank you everyone that showed up for that. It was super awesome birthday. Wait. Oh. Mon frere.
That's
What's
French.
up, Rusted? There you go. Well, you know, he's Canadian. We're like, he's got to be French. No, it's funny because you're in a very prominent French area, huh, Marty?
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically, I'm just between Ottawa and Montreal.
Okay.
So basically, like, if you go Montreal side, it's complete French, and Ottawa is more English, but...
Your grandparents taught you. Nice. So we do have a couple things coming up. I know I've been chilling hard for these box breaks, but just hustling for content, everyone. The next one I'm thinking of doing is another, if people are down, another Guilds of Ravnica block. It will be 36 this time. One of the prizes I'm adding to the mix, again, it's 10 seats. You get 3 packs from each set. So you got Guilds of Ravnica, Ravnica Allegiance, and War of the Spark in that. This last time, it was kind of a rough go. We got close to completing a finale box. The green one did not pop, and we only had 5 shocks. But I think we do better next time. But yeah, one of the prizes again will be entries to Loaded Piper V7, which has a ton of value packed in and a lot of fun stuff. So we got that going on. Patron just reached out to me. I will probably do it live, but film shorts. So we'll have some collector action added to the mix, and hopefully we'll pull some fire for him from Lord of the Rings collector's box. So that's inbound. That's gonna be fun. Let's see. Yeah, I know. As long as you sell good packs this time. Jeez. Yeah, it was rough, man. But we're real here. I'm not rich, so I can't buy loaded boxes. But we luck out. This last time was interesting. The one before was amazing. We managed. He no longer has them. The guy I've been getting boxes from lately. But when we did the 2 Return to Ravnica blocks, though, that was super fun. The second one, we ended up with 12 freaking shocks.
Wow.
Freaking nuts. Yeah, because it wasn't not Gateway. Oh, Dragon's Maze actually was performing for us. I was like, what? Yeah. Let's see, Anthology card preview Saturday on your channel. Yes, that's what it was. So Anthology. Very cool, man. Yes, I know, Pawz. I will never do another Baldur's Gate opening ever again. Damn it. Agreed.
Guy. Him and Bob.
But, and I felt bad too, but honestly, Pawz, we were just totally memeing it for TCG or Kitchen Table TCG. And you know, that was Bob wanting to do something, and I was like, okay, what's the cheapest set? Bam, that was it. So we're like, F it, I don't mind hunting for some dragons. But yeah, that hurt, bro. See, you killed that box of Phyrexia last night. Still half of the box left. Oh man, I got in too late, man. But I was trying to get on the stream because I had some singles I was going to throw towards the cause, and I was hoping to get some packs from you. But honestly, man, things are super tight. Let's see. You did super good on Baldur's Gate. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I did okay on some boxes, but you know, I liked them when we had it for $3 a pack. That was awesome. Because your entry point wasn't bad. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's right. I didn't get to play your clip. I'm sorry. Here you go, super fast.
Super fast, super fast.
I'm special.
Yay. Skimboard tomorrow morning. What is that? Is that a not boogie board, but okay, sounds fun. Yeah. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know for the battle. And I think what I'll do for Loaded Piper this month is once we get, I guess, 6 VIPs, I'll pick a date shortly thereafter. But I can start signups on that. I know everyone's dumped all their money into Lord of the Rings, and it's super rough times right now. So I'm trying not to push too hard. But I need the content. Damn it. Yes. Okay. Anything else in chat? Is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about real quick?
Maybe we should discuss the politics of turtles and Commander.
Yeah. Exactly.
One track mind.
Yeah, I know. More like Baldur's Gate. You right, Casey. Yes. Oh, and I shipped out a ton last time, and I went way over, so I don't know. Some people owe some shipping, I guess. But I will be getting tracking out. I sent out like almost 20 packages yesterday. The bill came out to like $130. I was like, whoa. Craziness. There you go. New commander, Master Turtle Commander coming for you, bro. Hell yeah.
They should so do a secret layer of Ninja Turtles, something like that. That'd be awesome.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Hell yeah. But they have to make good cards to be turtles.
Exactly. I can't wait till they have enough squirrels, man. I'll be so stoked to finally run a squirrel deck. Mulder's Gate, yeah. And what about Scully's Gate? Yeah, I know, old school 90s reference. Anywho, all right, guys. Well, I think we'll go ahead and wrap up. We still have 17 people here, so I'm like, I don't know, what should we do? No, but yeah, typically we run this every Thursday from 8 p.m. Eastern, usually till about 10 Eastern. So that's usually the time frame I block out. But I think I'm going to get on making some dinner, and no, it won't be squirrels. But yeah,
come
there's
on.
never enough, man. Never
Come on,
enough.
I'm having turtle soup.
Yeah, I know. I was like, well, you're not gonna do anything with it, Nikachu. Can you crack him? What do you got? That's funny. Oh yeah, you have a great night, Pawz. Much love, bro.
Night,
Super
Pawz.
fast, Tortoise. 5/5. When you play this card, you win the game. There you
right.
go. Yeah.
Probably like 20 converted mana cost and can't be cast without paying its mana cost.
Yeah, it's cannibalism. Exactly.
Tonight we dine on turtle soup.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, all I got right now is jank, so I don't really have anything planned for that, but maybe. Oh yeah, no, great. Thank you everyone for showing up tonight, making it awesome. It was great to chat with Nikachu and see how he's doing. Yes, the card is called Super Fast Tortoise. That's right. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys smash that like. One of these days, I would love to have a stream where I get up to 69 likes. That would be amazing. So, and of course, if you guys are tuning in and not subscribed, go ahead and smash that subscribe. I really want to get to that 15 subscriber giveaway. I got some stuff planned for it. Besides the monkey and besides the foil wooded foothills. So hopefully we'll get there. Hell yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks, guys, girls, or whatever you identify as. Thank you for hanging out with us, and we will see you next Thursday. We are filling in seats for late night EDH this Sunday. So if you guys are night owls like me, want to get a game in, please feel free to go down and sign up. If I don't hit you up, if I don't do anything, just say you're in, and that way I could start that list. That'd be great. So we need 3 players at least for game 1. So let me know, guys, in the Discord. Do the thing. If you guys are not in the Discord, shoot me an email or hit me up on Facebook if you want in on some games with us. That'd be awesome. Not yet. You sent me a Shelly. Is that what you sent me? Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I know that's going in the loaded Piper. So I'm waiting on a couple more things to come in the mail, but right now I'm going through that collection I bought from Haley. Was trying to see. I have 1 complete commander deck. I was trying to see if we can get 1 or 2 more out of it, but we'll see. Anywho, yeah. So I will find out here soon. I'll shoot you a message if it comes in, but I'll be part of a mail day for sure. All right, stay awesome, everyone. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye.